at this time, would you to please continue standing? Ladies and gentlemen, thank you. Over the past weekend, the news as of yesterday, one of the best minds in professional wrestling is no longer here with us. You may know him from a lot of different names. One he goes by is the Taskmaster. Another name he was referred to as the Devil. He was also mentioned of the Tower of Dungeon of Doom. To some of you all, the greatest mind in professional wrestling is Kevin Sullivan. So at this time, we're going to honor a little tribute, and we'll do a 10-bell salute to Mr. Kevin Sullivan. To the Taskmaster, Kevin Sullivan! Late. Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready for PPW Conquest? I think we can do better. Slayton tonight says, are you ready for PPW? Well, let's kick off Conquest in style.
Oh my God! The glass just broke! No way to start off! No way! What a way to start off PPW Conquest!
Is that? It is!
It's Mini Stone Cold!
And he's here at PPW! And he's gone!
Yeah, just as soon as he comes, there he goes. Looks like he's a little too young to have some Steve Weisers in there. What was that? Are we having the mini wrestling
We're
tonight?
gonna start things off
That's next month.
with our opening contest set for one fall, and it is for the PPW Tag Team Championships. Introducing first, being accompanied to the ring by Sam Adams, representing 2/3 of the PPW Trios Champions, Damian and Salem, the Brothers Gray.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to PPW Conquest. My name's E. Julius Kuiper. I'm joined by Juicy Justin Jackson and the great Johnny St. Clair.
Oh, you're too kind, EJ.
Now that was an introduction, EJ.
Thank you. I'm all fired up here.
He's fired up. I'm fired up. I know Justin's fired up. I can feel him vibrating right next to me. We have a great card planned here tonight. We got 11 matches. Count them. We have our main event, Nolan Pierce versus the Neon Ninja Facade double title. But coming up first, we have our PPW tag titles defended. The Brothers Gray versus our champions. I'll let Freddie take it from here.
From the streets of South Philly, weighing in 425 pounds, he is the PPW Tag Team Champions, the Gents Jimmy Conway, the Line Luca Bronzi, together, South Philly's finest.
South Philly's finest. What can we say that hasn't already been said?
That's right, these guys are 6-time PPW Tag Team Champions, and tonight they are looking to settle the score with the Brothers Gray. And if you remember back in June, the Syndicate attacked SPF during their title defense against the Vetrano brothers, ending that match prematurely. They put them out of commission last month, but here they are back with a vengeance, and they are ready to end the Syndicate once and for all.
Absolutely. Will tonight be the night that we see the Syndicate dismantled, or will we see SPF lose their eighth tag team championship?
That's right, that's my bad. They are 8-time PPW Tag Team Champions. Sam Adams doing
Talking
a little bit
smack
of trash
as
talk.
usual.
Yep.
What else is new? The bird flies, the fish swims. Sam Adams talks trash.
Wiping some of that baby powder off of the mat.
That looks like a Saturday night at Juicy Justin Jackson's house right there.
That's right, baby. Bars and bars.
Seems like the Grays are doing everything in their power to stall for time a little bit here.
Bill didn't even ring yet. There it is. Tag team titles held high above the ring.
Now, Justin, you are a veteran of tag team wrestling. What could you say about a grudge match like this when you have a title, when you want to keep your cool?
Well, emotions are high in a rivalry like this, and then you put that gold on top. That's like giving a diabetic cupcakes. It makes it so much more intense. You're thriving to be the best, and then you got to try to focus more and not lose your cool and fall into playing your opponent's game.
Yeah, Wilford Grimley nowhere to be found out here as SPF and the Brothers Gray face off. Little diabetes reference there.
That's right.
Look at that, tag out already. Luca Brazzi's gonna step in here. Looks like he was holding his side a little. What's up with that?
I am not too sure. I think that is part of the ramifications of the Syndicate's attack on SPF, still carrying over from last month. They were not here last month. Some of those injuries still might be raw.
You know, sometimes I hold my side like that after eating a Philly cheesesteak, but I don't think that's why he's holding his side.
I doubt it. And of course, it doesn't seem like those injuries have put a dent in Brazzi's offense at all. He's still smooth as ever, still as rough as ever.
Brazzi off the ropes. Salem goes down. Brazzi dives through. Oh, deep arm drag. Uses momentum against him. And now he has that arm bar. Maybe didn't have it in as tight as he would have liked. We can see now Gray managed to get up to that vertical base and reverse the maneuver.
Luca Brazzi, of course, a street scrapper. Still very athletic, very capable in the ring of doing all the technical wrestling as well.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, you won't survive long in South Philly if you don't know how to scrap, if you don't know how to throw down 2 crimpets and a tea cake, if you know what I mean.
Combination maneuver there. And of course, Jimmy Conway, more of a brawler.
Absolutely. Look at this. We're going to put this one away. Oh, no, he's just looking to inflict damage here. Luca Brazzi climbing to the top here, padding it offense from SPF.
Oh!
And that'll slice your Italian roll right in half.
That's right, EJ.
Here we go, crowd firmly behind the tag team champions.
Send Brazzi flying.
Taking out both members of Brothers Gray, Damian and Salem.
The chants resonate throughout the Sladington Expo Center here. Very pro SPF crowd tonight, not hard to see why. Look at that athleticism catching Brazzi midair. And
beautifully
that
done.
Was Sin City style right there. Combination maneuver from the Brothers Gray.
Beautiful double team maneuver there. Just threw him right into that cutter. The Sin City style wasn't enough to keep Brazzi down.
That's right.
Let's take a look at that again.
Oh.
In the words of Celebrity Deathmatch, let's see that again. It's a little before your time there, Johnny St. Clair.
A little bit.
Anyway, back to the match.
And we knew this was coming. A little bit of interference there on Samuel Adams' part. Of course, our official did not see it.
Gray just dragging Brazzi into that corner.
The splash, the uppercut.
I'll tell you what, Brazzi needs to think of something quick or this one's going to be over and we're going to have new tag team champions.
That was part of a combo.
Oh, God!
Called the Long Night in Vegas, and here comes the face wash.
I've had a few long nights in Vegas. Here we go. Listen to the crowd. They do not like Brothers Gray one bit.
As athletic and impressive as the Brothers Gray are in the ring, their stock has been severely depleted by Sam Adams and his heinous actions on the side of the ring there.
Look at this. Brazzi in a vulnerable position. Up for the power bomb. He manages to get out. Head scissors takeover. Conway ducks the clothesline, going to work here with some big chops. Look at this, up, slams down Gray. Damian Gray rolls out of the ring. Sam Adams got a chair involved here. Oh, come on.
This is just ridiculous. You can see Salem prepping it with that chair.
Oh, no.
But Brazzi's in position. He catches it.
He has a handful of dust, a baby powder.
A little bit of taste of his own medicine right there for Salem Gray.
And as this dust clears, Jimmy Conway, 3.
Here's your winner and still PPW Tag Team Champions, the Gents Jimmy Conway, the Line Luca Brazzi, South Philly's finest.
Tell you what, we've seen South Philly use that baby powder before. Unfortunately, they were backed into the corner here, had to do what was necessary, and went tit for tat with the Syndicate.
Take another look at that here. Sometimes you got to use the same tactics that your enemy does in the ring to make the fight a fair one. Of course, this crowd is on their feet for South Philly's finest as they make it another month into their PPW Tag Team title reign. Mini Stone Cold slapping Luca Brazzi on the shoulder. You love to see it. Sam Adams eats soup with a fork. What do you think of that, Justin?
That's confusing to me.
Well, Sam Adams is a confused man.
And coming up next, folks, we got Joey Martinez versus Griffin McCoy versus VSK. Gonna be an extremely exciting triple threat match, the long-awaited rematch between Griffin McCoy and VSK, along with the dark horse of this match, Joey Martinez, thrown in for good measure.
Yeah, championship material broken up on this card here, both competing in singles competition tonight.
And of course, later tonight, we got the commission
Mr.
qualifier,
Jeff
as I like to
Durrett
call it. We got
Carden.
Damian Malik, Sugar Dan, Los Toxicos, and Travis Norbert going up against Ricky Price, Trace Parker, Zach Zander, and Sladington Event Expo Center building owner Chris White in his second match. We got Sam Adams versus Jermaine Marbury in his PPW debut. Can't wait to see that one.
I'm very excited to see Jermaine Marbury and what he has to bring to the ring here.
Being accompanied to the ring by Mr. Jared Ruda.
Here we go.
Representing championship material from the very top of the Pocono Mountains. Weighing in a perfect 850 credit score, the closer, Joey Martinez.
Got the Dollar Store Ruda accompanying Joey Martinez, the RC Ruda, if you will. No one likes RC. No one likes the RC Cola.
That's right. He is the off-brand Ruda, but Joey Martinez is anything but off-brand. He is remarkably consistent. Love him or hate him.
Joey Martinez, certainly no one to take lightly here.
That's right, he is branching back out into singles wrestling tonight. Last month, he and Vinnie Mac, championship material, defeated that newly formed tag team of Zach Zander and Junie Underwood. So tonight, he's like I said before, kind of a dark horse in this match between himself, VSK, and Griffin McCoy. Going to be very interesting to see what direction this match goes.
Absolutely, and Joey Martinez just soaking in the love, the hate, mostly hate. But you know what? He just loves the attention.
And you know what? It's not just that, EJ. He can back it up with his skills in the ring. I'm not going to go to bat for the guy, but you cannot deny that Joey Martinez is a wrestler's wrestler.
We'll have to see how he goes against two of the top heavyweights in the division here, Griffin McCoy and VSK. Let's go back to Freddie.
2. From San Francisco, California, weighing in 218 pounds, he is the top guy, Griffin McCoy.
Griffin McCoy coming from the mean streets of San Francisco, where it was a daily struggle fighting off crackheads and all sorts of petty criminals just every day. That toughens you up.
That's right. When that's your daily routine, it's no surprise that you might look to professional wrestling as a career.
Yeah, as a way out. Especially when you're fighting freaks every day, why not get paid for it, right?
That's right, EJ. And Griffin, coming into this match, already scouted VSK. Back in April's Super Show, they had their singles match together, but Griffin came up short.
From Long Island, New York, weighing in 190 pounds,
VSK has become a mainstay here on the PPW roster, and he is one of the top independent talents in wrestling today.
Absolutely. He is an asset to have in your locker room. Just a fountain of experience and knowledge, and it's great to see him share the squared circle with some of PPW's finest, but it doesn't seem like that experience is always appreciated. He's got Griffin McCoy on his back. Joey Martinez, well, I wouldn't try to give advice for him if my life depended on it. I'd be too afraid to.
All right, Jeff Carden, the fourth man in here. He's gonna make sure everyone's ready for competition here. He already checked for foreign objects. He just needs to get the cattle back in the barnyard here so he can get this one started.
This is a difficult situation for VSK. You know, he's kind of placing himself between a sworn enemy with Griffin McCoy and a guy who really doesn't care for anybody else in Joey Martinez. Who knows what's going to happen when those two are in the ring focused on a single target. This is almost a handicap match.
Well, as we say, there's no honor among thieves, so any alliance is only going to be short-lived.
That's right, and if VSK is smart, he might look to that for his advantage. And coming up next, as I said before, we have that commission match, the marquee match between Travis Norbert and Chris White, along with their associated factions. We got Damian Malik, we got Los Toxicos, and Sugar Dan versus Ricky Price, Trace Parker, and Zach Zander on the other side. And after that, we got Sammy Chaos and Harleen Lopez in our PPW women's title match. That's going to be another exciting match to see, another title match.
Can you see Joey Martinez is telling you to be quiet?
I got to plug our matches, EJ. I'm sorry. Our No Limits title is on the line, and Tom Mitchell's first defense of his career up against former No Limits champion Rembrandt. And after that, that is the commission match that I previously brought up before. I guess I read the graphic a little bit wrong there, but that's okay. Travis Norbert, Chris White, you're not going to want to miss it.
Here we go, triple threat action.
All three squaring off.
Yeah, they're just going to feel each other out in these early moments. No one wants to be the first one to make a mistake here.
And I can't forget our main event, title versus title, Pierce versus Facade.
Cardin's holding one of the legs. What's going on in here? And look at that. VSK off to a hot start.
2 birds, 1 stone.
VSK is on fire, back in action here at PPW. What was the last time we saw VSK, St. Clair?
Well, VSK was here in June, and he defeated a very upset Havoc. And that was the last time we saw him. Before that, it was April, like I said, against Griffin McCoy. And after that match was over, after he pinned Griffin, he offered him a handshake. He offered him that code of honor, and Griffin McCoy declined. He said, I'm going to make my own way.
Yeah, you know what? In pro wrestling, it's all about respect. And, you know, Griffin McCoy, he may have just signed a check that he might not be able to cash.
Well, I don't know if I agree with that. Griffin McCoy's been grinding ever since that moment. He's been wrestling in promotions across the country. Get those reps in. Get his preparations up for that rematch with VSK. I mean, just 2 weeks ago, he wrestled ROH alumni Jay Lethal at another promotion. Last week, he wrestled Tony Deppen over at GCW. He's been very prolific these past couple weeks.
We've had both of those superstars here at PPW, Jay Lethal and Tony Deppen, throughout the years here. I believe we had Tony Deppen.
We did. And, I mean, Griffin also at CZW got himself a win over PPW regular Junie Underwood. So he's starting to familiarize himself with his opponents to the point where in these rematches, he might have an advantage.
Here we go. Certainly, Griffin McCoy steadily improving month after month, and he is in firm control of this matchup. VSK is huddled in the corner. He's bent over in pain. Oh, and there is no sign of McCoy relenting here. Martinez was holding VSK. VSK sidestepped. The plan backfired. Beautifully done. McCoy is holding on, planting those legs.
Great vertical base there by Griffin McCoy, but Joey Martinez sees that opportunity and goes for it.
That's what we're talking about with Joey Martinez. He had to get that little shake, rattle, and roll in there before he dropped that fist, wasting precious time.
Still, strategy. He waited for an opportune moment to strike.
You know what? I think he might have paid you off here.
Hey, I just like what I see. I never said I liked the guy. He comes over here and takes my headset from me every month. I can't like him too much.
Yeah, you get excited. Don't lie. You wish your credit score was half of his.
You know, I can't deny that. I really can't.
And look at this. Some teamwork here, but we know this isn't going to last long.
Obviously not a triple threat match. As you always say, EJ, alliances are only temporary.
Especially when you have two egos the size of Griffin McCoy and Joey Martinez.
McCoy trying to do a little bit of that, the gyrations there. I don't think he's as good as it as Martinez, but he's already got that credit score.
Oh my God.
Narrow miss. VSK popping back up.
Yeah,
seeing the opportunity.
VSK had that time perfectly. Now he's using this opportunity to catch his breath. Martinez runs into that big back elbow. McCoy runs into the boot. VSK found his footing. He's up to the middle rope.
Faring well in this almost handicap match. Cross body.
And as you said before, he got 2 birds stoned at once. Wait, is that how that goes?
Pretty good.
Look at this, VSK back in control. Off the ropes. Beautiful clothesline. And one to Joey Martinez to even things out. VSK is on a tear. He has to watch. He doesn't want to wear himself out here.
He's taken that opportunity to get in as much successive offense as possible.
Look at this. Double drop kick.
Nice.
VSK is taking out the trash like it's a Tuesday night.
Are we playing chicken here?
Well, I'll tell you what, they just broke a wing as VSK continues the offensive onslaught.
Justin, this is definitely a surprise to see VSK faring this well against two of his sworn enemies in a match like this.
Now, you know, sometimes,
Oh!
as you mentioned earlier, you got two guys with massive egos, and sometimes that's worlds colliding, and it gets a little bit easier to outsmart the 2-on-1 situation.
Look at this, roll up, that might be it. No.
Close there.
McCoy misses wildly. VSK capitalizes, runs right into Martinez. Look at that, beautifully done. Bit of a mule kick there.
Yeah, unfortunately, neither opponent were anywhere near in position for a pinfall.
McCoy scouted that a mile away. Oh, and look at that. VSK gets a rude awakening from that middle rope. McCoy, oh, beautifully done. Sit-out powerbomb, 2. Oh, that was close. And now it's still anyone's matchup here. McCoy is in control, but you can see he's grown frustrated.
Yeah, Griffin McCoy just recently gaining momentum in this match, gaining control once again. And he is going to take his time, possibly going for a pile driver on the apron here.
Oh my God, he can't do this. Shades of Cactus Jack, VSK.
Oh.
Powers out of that one.
Yeah, that would have been a nasty move there, possibly a match ender.
Look at this, and they are battling it out on the outside of the ring here, teetering on the edge. This looks like King Kong versus Godzilla in the skies of Tokyo.
Opportunistic Joey Martinez.
Martinez, he had a handful of
your
tights.
winner, the closer, Joey Martinez.
Talk about waiting for the right moment to strike. Joey Martinez with the roll-up there. EJ, you said you saw something? I don't know.
a handful of tights. What are you, blind?
It looked clean to me.
No. There was a handful of tights.
I think you need a cane there, buddy.
It looks like I'm outnumbered. Let's take a look at that again.
Now keep your eye on Martinez here once we get the right replay up. Let's take a look here at VSK. Big splash off the top. Here we go again with that sit out. Michinoku driver. Excuse me, Blue Thunder Bomb, excuse me.
You know, I don't want to admit fault here, but that might have been a handful of
It
tights.
was definitely a handful of tights.
This is a golden ticket qualifier, and it's scheduled for 1 fall. Introducing first. Being accompanied to the ring by Mr. Travis Norbert, representing the commission, from Pottstown, Pennsylvania, weighing in at 185 pounds, Sugar Dan!
Golden ticket qualifier coming up. Our first competitor, Sugar Dan, being accompanied by the state athletic commissioner, Travis. I can't even say his name. Travis. You say it.
Norbert.
Oh, God.
There we go. It took a little bit there. But Sugar Dan, I mean, this guy is the ace of the commission. I mean, talk about a guy who kind of has it all. You wonder why he's slumming it up with these guys anyways.
Being accompanied to the ring by Mr. Jared Ruda. From Long Beach, California, he is one half of Championship Material, Vinny Mac.
Well, last match you saw
It's
Joey
Long Beach,
Martinez.
New York, you idiot!
I guess he had something to say there. Last match we saw Joey Martinez, and this is his other half of Championship Material, Vinny Mac.
Absolutely. Both members of Championship Material and singles action tonight, back to back. Saw Joey Martinez in the last match win by questionable means.
Again, you have to watch out Vinny Mac. He's just as dangerous, just as crafty with or without Joey. Just the most obnoxious entrance music I think I've ever heard. Championship Material blaring throughout the Sladington Expo Center.
Yeah, you know, it's kind of catchy though.
I don't know if I agree with that either.
Introducing participant number 3.
I don't know.
From Stratford,
You can introduce me, Johnny?
Well, I guess I will now. Here's Paul Bowe, and that's Mark Alexander, one half of Counter-Strike, accompanied by TV champion Nolan Pierce.
Watch me do the warm, guys.
You know what? Mark Alexander's coming to the ring, but I think you got a Mark right next to you.
Yeah, unfortunately, joined here by Paul Bowe. How you doing, Paul?
Hey, guys, great to be here. A 4-way for a golden ticket spot next month, September 14th. The bracket is hung high above the ring already.
That's right, this is a golden ticket qualifier. Paul, why don't you tell us who's already in that golden ticket match?
It is Ricky
Introducing
Price.
the final
Rembrandt
participant.
qualified last month. The winner of this match and the winner of Diego Hill and Chris Slade later on tonight on PPW Conquest.
Right, so there are 2 vacant slots in that
Correct.
match.
And someone who had the golden ticket for almost a
Woodbridge,
year.
New
You talk
Jersey.
about the spectacle.
Weighing in
Clutch Adams.
202 pounds.
Johnny, he's reeling off
He
one of
is
his
the
biggest losses of his
spectacle.
career, but
Clutch
he is back, baby.
Adams.
Clutch Adams. Last month we saw him in the main event trying to recapture that PPW heavyweight title from Prasad. Did not go well for him. Succumbed to that hyper crush cutter from Prasad, and now he's hoping to reclaim that golden ticket briefcase and maybe try again next year. But like I said during that match last month, this is a more aggressive, more focused Clutch Adams. I am fearing for what's going to happen if this match doesn't go his way tonight.
Well, Clutch Adams still claims he's the rightful PPW champion. He never lost the title years ago. COVID came, he was stripped of the title the whole 9 yards, and we had a new champion. Clutch came back about a year later with a vengeance. He has a point. He never really did lose the title, but he wants that briefcase shot again. And here we go, a fatal 4-way. And it's on, and everyone's throwing punches. I'll tell you what, Clutch Adams has not one friend in this match.
Oh, God.
Big back body drop by Mark Alexander. And EJ, Mark Alexander and Nolan Pierce, we've seen them as two of the most up-and-coming stars here in PPW, getting better and better each month.
Absolutely. And you know what? They are just as formidable as singles competitors. Look at that.
Tope Suicida by Mark Alexander. His feet got caught on the rope there. Clutch Adams chasing him like a farmer chasing a turkey at Thanksgiving. And Alexander, this is just, there's bodies everywhere here. Trying to watch the monitor, trying to watch the ring. Oh man, Johnny, right to the hardest part of the ring.
Clutch Adams going for that early pinfall, probably the smart strategic decision in this match. You got to get this over with quick. You don't want to meander when there's 3 other opponents in the ring.
No, you want to end this as quick as possible. And now Clutch Adams, and now a little bit of allegiance there as the three of them. You see Travis Norbert mimicking the moves of Sugar Dan.
I'm trying not to watch him. Trying to keep my eyes away from ringside. I don't want to see Dollar Store Ruda or Travis Norbert.
Clutch. Stomp right to the midsection of Mark Alexander.
Mark Alexander, really the odd man out here. It seems like all 3 of these guys, understandably so, are taking advantage of him.
But you see what's happened. There's dissension in the ranks already. They're yelling at Sugar Dan, yelling at Clutch Adams.
That's right. It's going to be every man for himself. Obviously, Mark Alexander, he is absolutely the odd man out in this collection of egos. Fan favorite here at PPW. The rest of these guys,
oh man, chops echo through the Expo Center here in Sladington.
the rest of these guys cannot say the same. All get their fair share of boos. And it's for things like that eye poke from Sugar Dan, the way that he carries himself in the ring, it's obvious that he's aligned himself with Travis Norbert.
Hard whip into the turnbuckle, floats over Vinnie Mac for a cover now, and Sugar Dan and Clutch break it up, and now a cover. Boy, Mark Alexander is really have the numbers against him here, EJ, huh?
Absolutely, and look at that. That's Sugar Dan in the corner, getting the beat down. Alexander's back in this one, taking it to Clutch Adams.
Johnny, in a strategy, what would be your strategy here in a 4-way match like this?
Well, what we just saw there was a good example. Wait for the other guys to start fighting and take a backseat.
How about that big boot by Vinnie Mac?
If Mark Alexander wants a chance to get that golden ticket qualifier, he has to realize that he cannot be the hero in this match. Give it time. These guys are going to end up disagreeing with one another. That's when you come in and strike.
Strike when the iron is hot. Big slam there by Vinnie Mac. Floats over, shoulders down. A kick out at 1 as Clutch Adams breaks it up. And now him and Vinnie Mac are having words.
Tell you what, this golden ticket qualifier, this throws a wrench into all the divisions. We have members of championship material. We have oh, look at this, Paul. I'm cutting myself off here.
He's looking to deliver the clutch elbow from the top rope. He's put many men away with it. Nobody home, no water in the pool.
I'll tell you what, we have 2 members of tag teams here. That's just how big of an opportunity this is. Everyone wants a piece of it.
Vinnie Mac comes flying in, big back elbow. Double knees right to the chest. Oh man, and Mark Alexander just clotheslined Sugar Dan. Went for the exploder suplex, couldn't get him off the ground. Vinnie Mac stands about 6'3". Mark, blockbuster! Is this what you're talking about, Johnny? He got a strike now.
This is a great opportunity here. Oh!
Shot to the peninsula south of the equator.
He left himself open, Paul.
Well, he did, and he got
Man, he was checking for hernias with that one.
Nice German into the bridge by Clutch and a kick out by 2-boy. Clutch Adams, so fundamentally sound. Say what you want, he's going for the clutch touch, right, and he's rearing it back.
Locking in the deadliest submission here in PPW, the clutch touch.
Oh, man!
Definitely one of the most feared submissions in all the game, and look at that!
Big knee by Sugar Dan. German, what a release by Mark Alexander.
My gut!
You got to put him away, it's adrenaline. Mark's jumping around. like a kid on Christmas morning. Big knee. Cover him, young man. He's got him, and Mark Alexander advances.
Wow.
What a match.
Here's your winner, Mark Alexander!
Did exactly what he needed to do to beat the odds in that match. Mark Alexander is a golden ticket qualifier, taking up spot number 3 in that match. We got Ricky Price. We got...
Oh, look, Johnny, not to cut you off. Clutch just low-blown Mark Alexander.
And this is what I was talking about, Paul. If Clutch didn't have his way in this match, everybody was going to suffer.
He's going up for the clutch elbow. Here comes Nolan Pierce with a chair. And Clutch headed for the hills as Nolan Pierce coming to the aid of his partner.
The other half of Counter-Strike here to even the odds a little bit.
Whoa, there's flip-flops flying over here.
Let's take a look at that replay, sponsored by Illumination Brewing. This is Mark Alexander managing to get that victory, get that golden ticket qualifier. Super impressive. In the ring now with TV champion Nolan Pierce. You love to see the support, but Mark Alexander has made an enemy out of Clutch Adams, and if there's anything we know about Clutch, is that those grudges don't die. Let's take another look at this replay here. Mark going in for that pin after that running knee strike.
Now what happens if tonight Nolan Pierce wins the title, Mark Alexander gets the golden ticket next month?
That's right. That
could happen. That's why this is so interesting.
That's absolutely a possibility. Of course, our main event title versus title, Nolan Pierce, Facade, TV, heavyweight. Mark Alexander, if he catches that briefcase, he might have to cash in on his friend.
Yeah, but you know what? Nolan Pierce has a huge obstacle to getting to that championship, and that is the PPW heavyweight champion Facade. Probably the most dominant champion we've had at PPW.
What do we got coming up next, guys?
Well, coming up next we have Jermaine Marbury in his PPW debut, and I guess he drew the short end of the stick because his first opponent here is none other than Sam Adams.
Oh boy.
Who booked that, Paul?
I think Sam Adams put out a challenge. Jermaine Marbury answered.
Well, this is definitely proving grounds for Jermaine, and
Ladies and gentlemen, our next contest is scheduled for one fall.
Later tonight, we have Danny Moe versus Asmita Jureli, and then coming up after that, we got Diego Hill and Dio Bando, or Diego Hill and Chris Slade. I'm sorry.
That is the other qualifier.
Yes, the other qualifier will be Diego Bando versus GKM. Coming up later tonight, qualifiers Chris Slade and Diego Hill.
Representing the Syndicate from Isabela, Puerto Rico, weighing in 196 pounds. He is 1/3 of the PPW Trios Tag Team Champion, Mr. Goodluck Samuel Adams.
Trios champions, the Syndicate, coming out in force for Sam Adams tonight.
Sam Adams is possibly looking to bruise up a newbie on the scene here. But I'm very interested to see what Jermaine Marbury can do here in his PPW debut. He has to have a lot of confidence in himself if he took on Sam Adams as his first opponent.
Absolutely, and of course, Jermaine Marbury was actually supposed to compete with Team USA at the Olympics this year. Unfortunately, a severe hangnail kept him from going over to Paris.
Well, that's unfortunate to hear, but I mean, obviously, clearly a great athlete then. Gonna love to see what he could do in the wrestling ring.
Absolutely.
So let's hope he got that hangnail taken care of.
Well, I'm sure he is if he's competing here
and
tonight.
Now, at guard, a 6'4" senior. He wears number 3 from Rutger Park, New York, Jermaine Marbury.
Jermaine Marbury making his PPW debut here tonight. What do you expect to see here?
Well, I'm expecting to see some athletic movements, styling himself after a basketball player. obviously has a lot of sports experience. I know he has some wrestling experience. He's trained by WCW alumni Paul Roma at the Paradise Alley Pro Wrestling Academy, and currently spends his time at BioPro with WWE alumni Thomas Santel. And that makes 4 years of training, 2 years of operating pro on the independent scene. And he's had quite the resume here. A lot of notable opponents, TNA star Ray Jazz, Wrestling Open champion Brad Hollister, and even PPW regular Brad Baylor. So, like you said, I'm expecting a lot of big things out of Marbury here tonight, but I'm not going to lie, he's got his work cut out for him.
Yeah, he don't have one man against him here, and they're playing a box-and-one if we're talking basketball. It's Adams and Marbury, one-on-one.
Paul Bo, we were just talking before about how Jermaine Marbury was actually drafted to Team USA, but unfortunately a hangnail kept him off of the roster in Paris this year. So he got that taken care of, and their loss is our gain because he is here in Sladington about to take it to Samuel Adams.
Where did you get this information? Sam?
CNN.
Don't worry about it.
All right, here we
It's
go.
known. Look it up. Team USA. Jermaine Marbury, hangnail. Google it.
Oh, and Adams ducks out of dodge with the youngster playing a little games. And one thing Jermaine Marbury will find out very quickly is Sam Adams plays a lot of head games.
Yeah, this is a tough position to put yourself in. And he's going to have to win over this crowd who's unfamiliar with him and unfortunately very familiar with the kind of antics that Sam Adams gets up to at ringside. So
Now, I guess you would call this a zone defense that Sam Adams is playing out here tonight.
is he icing?
Not really man on man here yet.
Did the puck ice yet?
He had a puck iced. All right, here we go. Adams ducking back in the ring here. Let's see if we're ready for action.
Here they go. Locking up here.
Here we go, collar and elbow tie up here, and Adams backing him into the corner. Will we see a clean break? I highly doubt it.
Oh, and Sam Adams
No,
is in
of
the
course
ring.
not.
Nothing's clean.
Right in the midsection, Adams delivering a big right hand. Marbury finding out firsthand what the syndicate is all about. Cheap shots and 3-on-1s. Hard whip into the corner. Marbury up and over. Nice deep arm drag.
He just palmed his head like a basketball, Paul Bo. Did you see that?
Oh man, between the legs. Kick out at 2, and Adams not happy. This young man showing his talents.
He's got Sam playing defense while he's trying to score a home run.
We'll get you brushed up on sports, Johnny. You're Canadian. What do we expect? You're talking about hockey. Gary Silken in attendance tonight. Great to see him. Walking by, he was here earlier for the 10-bell salute for lost Kevin Sullivan earlier this week. And Adams slides down under and pulls that bottom rope right out. Marbury right on his tailbone, EJ.
Yeah, I mean, you could see him holding that there. That makes an instant target for Sam Adams to exploit.
Super impressed with the athleticism of Marbury so far, though. He's really holding his own, managing to outmaneuver Sam, but when he's in a position like this, it's difficult to do anything. Let's take a look at that replay again. Sam putting Marbury on his back as he slides out to safety.
Just dumps him outside the ring, and that's in shark-infested waters out there.
Yeah, somebody needs to do something about the Brothers Gray constantly being at ringside. Such a clear disadvantage in a singles match with Sam Adams.
And Sam's showing the referee his boot as the Grays are laying the boots to Jermaine Marbury.
Yeah, the ref has to get control here.
Well, new ref here at PPW.
Maybe he's not aware of the tactics usually deployed by the syndicate.
Austin Alvarez is the new referee at PPW here. Now Sam's going to slow it down with that chin lock there as he has the elbow, you can see, contorted right under the neck of Marbury and applying the pressure, almost like a sleeper hold, but just kind of taking, the air out of Marbury's sails. Doesn't want that 6'4" body to get any flight. Hard whip to the corner. Big back elbow by Marbury. Oh, and Adams just clotheslined him. Johnny Marbury having a hard time getting things started here.
Yeah, definitely put a stop to his momentum. Caught off guard by some of those tactics that Sam is using.
Sam Adams, a 2 count, coming down from the foul line there. Not enough to put away Marbury.
Double axe handle right across the head.
Sam Adams needs to focus on the task at hand here, especially with an opponent he's never faced before.
Absolutely.
But as you say, he's keeping this pace slow.
That's right, Sam. Well, on the other side of the coin, Sam has never faced Marbury before. He wants to control that pace because he doesn't know what to expect.
No, absolutely. Now pick back elbow by Marbury and cuts him right off. Marbury goes right over Sam Adams. You know what? He's so disoriented, doesn't know where to go, and a big boot.
Yeah, the fatigue is really taking its toll.
Yeah, that left knee of Marbury's is almost shot there.
Taps the brakes there, nobody home. Marbury drops the clothesline and another one. Look at this, a little man-to-man defense. Round the horn he goes. Big blockbuster. Marbury wants to go up top.
We might be looking for the Mamba Splash, Paul.
Oh, that's a tribute to Kobe Bryant. And he's going to go up. The jersey is off.
Or maybe even the Kobe crossbody.
Same thing. That is a tribute to Kobe Bryant. Syndicate up on the apron. Trying to...
Fended them off.
Oh, man.
Oh.
What's that music?
What's this?
What is that music?
That's Benny the Basketball.
Who?
Benny the Basketball.
Oh, my God.
Look at him shake his money maker.
What is this, a halftime show?
That's the mascot of Jermaine Marbury.
Oh,
it's him.
God.
Benny the Basketball.
You talk about thick. Look at Benny the Basketball. And look at the Grays.
Looking.
Oh, there it is. The Kobe Splash.
Kobe crossbody.
2, 3. He's got him, and he got a victory. Benny the Basketball with the distraction.
He did it.
I've seen everything now.
What the? I don't even know what to say. So, man, that's a ball.
And he's taking Gavin with him.
He's got mini Stone Cold, and let's take another look at that Kobe crossbody.
I don't even know what to say here.
Got Marbury the pinfall.
And Marbury waving goodbye to the Syndicate. Well, they like to play a lot of games, Johnny, and they just got caught with their own you-know-what in there, you-know-where.
That's right, and I'm looking at Chris White directly across from me.
Big Daddy getting ready later tonight. He's getting in that ring.
Illumination Brewing is sponsoring all our replays. Funk Brewing. Chris White right over there preparing for his match. He's shadow boxing.
I'll tell you what, he looks like Mike Tyson in his prime when he was boxing, hitting that speed bag. Did you see the speed on that?
I did, and he's over in the corner fighting demons by himself. Definitely ready for tonight's match.
All right, hey, let Big Justin in here. I got to go to the back.
All right, see you, Paul. Take another look at that replay that got Marbury his first win in PPW in his debut match. Very impressive. Welcome back, Justin. Did you see Benny the Basketball?
I absolutely did. It was my favorite thing of the night.
All right. Well, coming up next, guys, we got Danny Moe versus Asmita Jureli, all the way from Nepal.
Why don't we say we have a women's match next up, scheduled for one fall. Introducing first.
Got a photographer here.
That's precious. And there she is, the pride and joy of Nepal.
Asmita Jureli.
Asmita Jureli.
Jureli, I believe Freddie said.
She's got the privilege of coming here at PPW. This is her debut match, but she's got some history with Danny Moe. Not only is she part of the growing wrestling scene in Nepal, but she helped referee Danny's match on
World record match.
I was about to say, Paul, Danny's match at Everest Base Camp, which is the world record for any pro wrestling match held at that highest elevation, a women's pro wrestling match.
That's where the Grinch lives, right?
Yeah, that's where the Grinch lives, Paul.
It's Mount Crumpet, I'm sorry.
And now she is here to test her mettle against Danny Moe here at PPW. Long flight from Nepal, of course, halfway across the globe, repping her country's flag.
Hey, and not only did she come here from Nepal, from Mount Everest, she brought a Yeti with her. Look at Jim Hobart refereeing.
I thought you were talking about Precious.
No, Yeti's one step above evolving there. He's on all fours. Here she comes, the First Lady of PPW, Danny Moe.
Steel City, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. She is Dynamite Danny Moe.
Freddie Akers with the introduction of Danny Moe, always a fan favorite here at PPW. Johnny, you said it. She needs to climb her way back up that ladder. Could this match, what a win here, could this propel her into a a title match in September against either Sammy Chaos or Harleen Lopez?
Well, here's the thing, Paul. Danny Moe, ever since losing her title, has had a string of wins ever since she lost that title. But it's not even that she needs a win, it's that she needs to wait till that queue of challengers that are lined up outside Sammy Chaos's door clears up so she could possibly get her grudge match out of the way. But again, every month she's risking that chance of that title being taken from Sammy and put onto somebody else. I'm sure she wants that personal victory to get one back at Sammy Chaos. But like you said, later on tonight we got PPW women's title match, Sammy Chaos versus Harleen Lopez. There's a very strong possibility that Harleen can take that title off of Sammy Chaos here tonight.
Absolutely, and Justin, you're a women's wrestling aficionada, as they would say, an aficionado. Tell me a little bit about Danny Moe and Asmita Jureli. What does it mean here tonight for the women's division?
Well, for Asmita, it's a big opportunities. I'm sure this is probably one of the biggest crowds she's ever been in front of and under the big lights of PPW. Then to come in here in her first match and debut against Danny Moe, the First Lady of PPW, I mean, this is a lot of pressure, Paul Bo.
Absolutely well said, and Danny Moe shaking her money maker in the ring.
Asmita has no time for any of the festivities here. Wants to get straight down to business.
Sammy Chaos just came out and took a look around, and her eyes are on this match, I can tell you that right now.
A little bit of a comeback there for Danny. Also flipping the bird. Ready to get this match underway. I'm excited to see what Asmita could do in the ring, Paul.
Yeah, hey, time will tell. And Asmita right for the arm of Danny Moe. He'll try to, oh, look at this, trying to get a quick submission there. As they're bent over, now flat on her back there, trying to turn over as Danny's trying to reverse it.
Very smart takedown there, working on the arm first. we've seen that arm be a problem for Danny in past matches too. It seems a lot of opponents like to go target that left arm.
Asmita now getting ready here. Dressed head to toe in black.
She's dropped that glitzy jacket, ready to get down to business on the mat.
Nice side headlock takeover by Danny Moe, and now really wrenching it. A nice head scissors by Asmita. Nice counter move.
Cutting off the airflow to Danny Moe.
You know, we have never seen Asmita in action before, but to me, Justin, again, MMA background you have. Yes. I know she looks like she wants to keep it close to the mat and maybe get that submission maneuver.
Yeah, she does, Paul, though. She definitely wants to keep it close contact on the mat and try to out-wrestle Danny Moe, because we know Danny Moe, she can come from any angle, just like Facade.
Absolutely. There we go. We got a handshake there, and once again, snaps back into that move here. Each girl being very, very careful with the moves. Nice roll through by Asmita. Danny has that locked in. Right hand and nice arm drag Danny Moe into the corner. Right hand by Asmita has her backed up. Delivering the goods there, Johnny, in the corner. Now a kick to the midsection.
Right, she's got Danny in a great position here to just unleash a flurry of offense. Once again, targeting that neck.
Asmita come charging in and another right hand. You know, the one thing I like when I see about Asmita, she's not giving her time to breathe or time to react. Up fireman's carry.
Well, Paul, she's very used to wrestling in those high altitudes in Nepal. That could do a lot for your breathability.
Yeah, definitely the cardio is going to be harder to breathe. I know a lot of times when football players go into Denver and they play at Mile High Stadium, you see them with the oxygen because they're a mile above sea level.
Right, Danny's obviously more of a homegrown wrestler, doesn't have that type of experience, but at the same time, still managed to go toe-to-toe with another competitor on Mount Everest.
Yeah, now snapmare takeover by Danny Moe, and now this is Danny's game here, controlling the pace here, steering her left to right any way she wants to get her as that cravat. Now snapmare takeover again, into the cartwheel, down low, a little kick right to the midsection. What's good for the goose is good for the gander. And Danny Moe now begins to parade around the ring. Has her up. Big slam down close to the corner. We've seen this a million times. Danny Moe kicking it in overdrive. Up to the stand. And swinging that pendulum down and right across the midsection, floats over, shoulders down, and a kick out at 2.
Asmita taking a moment to reposition herself, waiting for the right moment to come back.
Boy, Danny has a real and hard whip right into the, up and over she goes, into the modified sunset flip there, rolls over, shoulders down, and a kick out again. At 2 now, Danny.
Let's take another look at that replay here. Danny almost trash-talking Asmita, trying to get her fired up, right, trying to provoke her opponent.
Nice fisherman suplex with a release there. Asmita's showing her athletic ability, cartwheel over into the midsection again.
All right, getting that momentum from that torque of the cartwheel.
Again, winding it up, again, floats over, this time hooks the outside leg, and a kick out again at 2. Boy, Danny has herself in a little bit of trouble trying to get to that vertical base, and Asmita now taking control and has her sitting back there. If she sits back a little bit more, she might be able to get a submission maneuver there, but she's a little high on the back, and there it is, into the camel clutch. See if Danny's gonna tap. She's really rearing back. And just threw Danny back down to the mat. Are you surprised she broke the hold?
I am. I'm surprised that she managed to overpower herself out of that camel clutch right there.
Danny firing away, left hands, right hands. Both women exchanging pleasantries right in the middle of the ring. Danny says, bring it right now. Hard whip off the ropes. And a little collision there. But I think Asmita got the worst of that one.
Yeah, I think Danny has the raw strength advantage here in this match. Asmita a little bit more technically sound, but almost a perfect matchup that you want to.
This is, yeah. And this is a matchup that makes both competitors better in the long run. Danny stalking her prey, waiting for Asmita to get to the vertical base. Danny again with that right hand. She's delivered a lot of strikes.
Right, with the raw power behind those strikes, they have a little bit more weight to them than a flurry of offense that we've seen Asmita use.
Well, Danny Moe with a kick right to the kidneys there. Now right to the jaw. Has her up. Big slam. 1, 2. Oh, kick out at 2.
Right.
Over and out of position there on that one. Danny's not happy about that. I thought she could have had a 3 count.
Yeah,
just
trying to score a pinfall off of that driver. Impressive technique, but Asmita still managed to kick out.
Danny has her up again. Kick right to the midsection. Foot sweep by Asmita.
Asmita's managed to stay on her feet these past 20 seconds.
Yeah, she looked like she was down and out, but firing back a little bit. Danny up the ropes. Went for the jaw jacker, did not get all of it. Modified code breaker there now, pushes her over. See if Asmita's gonna go up to the high red district, but she's just stomping Danny Moe into the corner. She's going up top here. Justin, this could be the end.
This could be it, Paul Bo. Let's see what she has.
She's taking a long time to get up there.
Right, those are precious seconds that are being wasted right now, but maybe she's got something planned up her sleeve. Danny Moe needs to roll right out of the way.
Onto the top rope. Standing tall. Nobody home as Danny Moe rolls out of the way. Right to the midsection. Springboard into, I thought she was going to go for a roll-up.
Nope, possibly wants to get that last bit of offense.
And he has her up, and awkward landing on her knee is Asmita.
Both of these women are clearly at their limit here. It's devolved into a total slugfest. Anything can happen at this moment.
And you're seeing fatigue set in there. As Danny was losing her balance, so was Asmita. And she came down bad, really bad on that left knee. Let's hope she's okay. Danny's going up top. Gonna try to end this here. Walking the tight ropes. Flying body press. 1, 2, 3, it's over.
Here's your winner, Dynamite!
And a big win for Danny Moe.
Right, and an impressive showing here for Asmita in her PPW debut.
Yeah, that match could have went either way, and you know, I think cardio played a part of it in the end. Asmita looked like she was running out of gas. Danny had a little bit more left in the tank. We got a qualifier coming up next, Johnny.
Right, let's check out this replay here. Danny Moe going in for that pinfall. And of course the flying crossbody here off the top rope after a little bit of a tightrope walk into a successful pin, and looks like she's extending a hand here to Asmita. Might give her that old code of honor. And it's been declined. The statement has been made. So much for being familiar with one another. It looks like Danny got the last laugh in the end there, walking off with those probably very expensive sunglasses.
They're $180.
And of course, coming up next, we have golden ticket qualifier Diego Hill versus Chris Slade, who's returning to PPW. Not always a regular, but always a pleasure to see him when he's here.
This is going to be a good one here. Someone better have their frequent flyer miles.
And after that, we have our third of 4 title matches. The PPW No Limits Championship is going to be on the line as Tom Mitchell defends against former champion Rembrandt. Then later tonight, we have the Chris White team, the Chris White crew, versus the Commission. The riding stipulation here being that if the Commission wins, then Chris White must join the Commission, or if Chris White wins, then he gets 5 minutes in the ring with Travis Norbert. Whew, got it there. After that, we have Dio Bando versus GKM. Going to be a high-flying, exciting match from both of those men. And of course, our title versus title main event, we got TV champion Nolan Pierce versus the heavyweight champion, the Neon Ninja Facade.
Introducing first, from Washington, D.C., weighing in 150 pounds, he is the picture-perfect assassin, Chris Slade! And his opponent, Virginia Beach, Virginia, weighing in 183 pounds, he is the Dive Bomb, Diego Hill!
What a matchup this is. This is a dream indie booking right here.
Yeah, we got Chris Slade versus Dive Bomb Diego Hill, and as I said before, Chris Slade is not always here in PPW on a consistent basis, but whenever he is, he certainly makes an impact. And of course, Diego Hill has just been on a roll these past few months in terms of upward momentum. And it seems like these two are coming to a head with this golden ticket qualifier match. Both men vying for that 4th and final slot in the PPW golden ticket match, which is coming up next month.
Oh, and we are off to a leaping start here. Look at this, mile a minute action. This looks more like a Mortal Kombat showdown than a wrestling match.
Right, these guys have matching styles. They've faced off against one another in the Indies before, and as a result, they know each other perfectly. Those moves are scouted, those counters are made, and it's always breathtaking to behold what these two men are capable of in the ring.
Beautiful sling blade there from Chris Slade. Sends Diego Hill to the outside. He may have taken Diego Hill out of his game a little bit here.
I don't know about that. Diego Hill always comes firing back in the opening few minutes of the match. Still just taking a moment to catch his breath. That's uncommon to see, EJ.
You know what? There is no retreat, no safe haven for Diego Hill on the outside of that ring as Chris Slade takes the fight to the outside.
And it's, as you said, EJ, this mile-a-minute action. It's like watching something out of a martial arts movie. I feel like I'm watching Naruto. Super
look at that.
impressive. Over the guardrail. Diego Hill slumping over. And let's take a look at that replay as Chris Slade makes that suicide dive. Diego Hill landing his chest on the guardrail. And like you said, it's not common to see him taken out like this early in the match.
Look at this, Diego Hill from the top rope turns the tides of this matchup. Like you're saying, this is like a martial arts movie. This is like Wu-Tang versus Shaolin style here.
That's right, incredibly impressive. Mixing of similar styles here, which always makes for an interesting matchup because at that point, it's more about skill than it could be a strategy. Diego Hill, that flying elbow in our replays, once again sponsored by Illumination Brewing and Funk Brewing. Justin, what's your take on this match? You pointed out a lot of similar styles between the two. What have you observed so far?
What it's going to come down to is someone's got to catch someone in a mistake because these guys are so precise, so on point and crisp, but eventually someone's got to capitalize on the mistake and really get their momentum going from there.
Right. And another thing you got to keep out for in this match is you probably want to end it early. We've seen this before. Diego Hill tends to burn out as matches go on longer.
Yeah, you can only keep that momentum, that pace up for so long. I don't care who you are. You're eventually going to run out of fuel.
Incredible shotgun drop kick there from Diego Hill. Firing the crowd up, and it looks like the pendulum has swung back in Diego Hill's favor. And I feel like we're going to see a lot of that this match. It's going to be back and forth.
Chris Slade scouts it out. Cartwheel on the apron. Catches Diego Hill. Uh-oh. He's in a bad spot here.
He's got him.
Oh! Dr. Frank is up after that one. Diego Hill getting driven into that steel barricade.
Smart move by Chris Slade here, utilizing those barricades as a weapon in this match. I think he's realized that so much of his offense is going to be either countered or matched. He has to use his environment to his advantage. And let's take a look at that again. Chris Slade driving Diego Hill's back into that steel guard rail.
Yeah, Diego Hill is completely defenseless in that vulnerable position. And is it enough here to get the 3 count? Only a 2.
Environment and condition are such important parts of matches that often get overlooked. If you could catch your opponent off guard like that in the opening 5 minutes, that's something that might carry over to the next part of the match. Might secure you that victory.
It's definitely a game changer.
Diego Hill up and over. Only a 2 count. Chris Slade returns the favor here. Slade went for that backslide. Turns it into a super kick and absolutely just folds Diego Hill up. Slade went for that lion salt. Diego Hill scouts in. Look at that corkscrew.
Sends Slade flying. Quick thinking on Diego Hill's part right there. Of course, last month, Diego Hill defeated Dio Bando, and he's working his way back up to that heavyweight title picture after coming up short against Facade, not once, but twice. He has a long road ahead of him if he wants to get back into that main event picture. But a victory last month and a victory here, and then possibly winning that golden ticket match could be just what he needs. Mid-air kicks from Diego Hill.
Diego Hill going to the middle rope. Moonsault, is it enough? Hooks the leg. Slade kicks out.
and we're starting to see it here. The burnout might be settling in. Both men are on the mat, and I think we've reached that point that you mentioned, Justin, where somebody eventually is going to slip up, and that's going to be the key to victory.
Yeah, and as the exhaustion kicks in, the sooner it could happen.
That's right, and Diego Hill, looking on that replay there, that dive that he made, very impressive.
Chris Slade drives that shoulder into the midsection of Diego Hill, tries to center the outside. Diego Hill holds on.
A lot of risky business here, fighting on the apron.
Yeah, we knew that's how this one was going to unfold, though.
Right, these two men are definitely risk takers, and if it can give them an advantage, then they will take it. Exchange of slaps here on the apron. And this is anybody's game here now.
Oh! Slade stomps down, sends Diego Hill right into that ring apron there.
And that was absolutely disgusting. Obviously the hardest part of the ring there, the apron.
Both men laid out. Crowd showing their appreciation.
And I think that exhaustion, if it wasn't settling in before, is definitely settling in now. As both men are subject to count out here by our official Jeff Carden. Diego Hill on shaky feet, but both men managed to roll back into the ring.
Yeah, broke the count just in the nick of time there. And this one is going to go into another round. Diego Hill, Chris Slade back in the center of the ring here, exchanging forearms.
Looks like this match has really taken a toll on Chris Slade there. You can see him slumping.
Yeah, both men just gasping for air here, trying to reach down deep.
Oh, it looked like Diego Hill was going for that finisher there, his Wakasashi elbow, but couldn't manage to land it properly.
Chris Slade counters with a high knee off the ropes.
Oh!
You know what? That might be it. Diego Hill reversed it. He's going to set him up here. Are we going to see the infrared?
I think we are, EJ. Infrared.
That has to be it.
1, 2, 3.
Dive bomb, Diego Hill!
And not just our winner, but the final participant in PPW's Golden Ticket Qualifier, which will be held next month.
Absolutely, and that is going to be a ladder match, folks. You know what? The 4th of July is long over, but the fireworks are just going to be getting started in September. You're not going to want to miss that one.
That's right. 4 men will compete for the opportunity to win that Golden Ticket briefcase. And let's take a look at this replay first here. Spanish Fly on Diego Hill's part managed to go back up for the infrared, and that's how he scored that pin. But as I was saying, 4 men in that Golden Ticket Qualifier. We got Ricky Price, we got Rembrandt, we have Diego Hill, and Mark Alexander, who was decided earlier in the night. So it's definitely going to be exciting to see who comes away with that briefcase.
Absolutely. Find out next month, folks, but don't go anywhere. We're going to intermission, but we have a whole other half of our show.
That's That's right.
Ladies and gentlemen, our next contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the PPW Women's Championship.
All right, PPW Women's title action coming up next. We got Sammy Chaos taking on Harleen Lopez. It looks like I'm sitting in an empty
Introducing first the
booth
challenger.
here. Julius Kuiper and Justin are nowhere to be found, but that's fine. Oh no, here comes Justin. Hey! All right, we are just in time here for our women's title match. Sammy Chaos, Harleen Lopez. I know you're excited to see this one. I certainly am too.
Absolutely. As Paul Bo said, I'm quite the women's wrestling connoisseur around here.
That's right. You are the expert.
Someone's got to stay on top of this.
From the great state of Pennsylvania, she is the spiteful brute, Harleen Lopez.
All right, Harleen Lopez. So happy to see her back in PPW. Just last month, she returned after a few month absences, and she won a triple threat match against Nat Castle and Journey Burke for the opportunity to face our women's champion, Sammy Chaos. And while she hasn't always been present in PPW, she still keeps busy in other promotions across the country. And she's faced off against some of the sport's top competitors. I mean, Stardom's Megan Bain, to name one, for example. And that experience is going to help her tonight. It's certainly needed against the unstoppable Sammy Chaos.
And her opponent.
Oh, okay. It seems like EJ's nowhere to be found, but we have Danny Moe on commentary.
Yes.
Gonna love to hear some of this input.
I need to make sure this bully doesn't bully her into the ground.
That's right.
I'm not standing up for that.
As your PPW.
Well, I have a lot of points to address towards you regarding Sammy Chaos. Namely, where's the rematch, Danny? Where's it coming from? It's been a few months so far. You've racked up those wins. When are you going to set your sights on Sammy Chaos?
I mean, I'm game for right now. I'll step in right now if you want me to.
Well, I would love to see that, but of course we have Harleen in the ring right now. How would you feel if that opportunity of facing off against Sammy Chaos in the future didn't come with that title clause attached to it? Harleen has a chance here of stopping Sammy's momentum.
Harleen is quite a tough girl, and I think Sammy has it out for her today. And you know what? Whoever wins this match, I'm calling out for the match for September.
Yes.
Okay.
For the anniversary show, whoever wins this match, that's my title shot.
All right, and there you go, folks. It's made official. Danny Moe.
I made it official. Paul Bo didn't even make this official.
And you can bypass him.
You got some pull around.
You have enough clout at this point to make the match. There it is, folks. It's official. Danny Moe versus the winner of Sammy Chaos and Harleen Lopez.
Best believe I'll take it.
That's right. But I'm sure there has to be a part of you that still wants it to be Sammy, right? You still want some of that sweet revenge, right?
I'm thinking a tables, ladders, and chairs match with Sammy.
Okay, that would be appropriate. But focusing here on the action in the ring, Harleen Lopez, I've said it before, I think if there's anybody that has a chance of taking down Sammy Chaos, it's got to be her. She is the spiteful brute as she bills herself, but she has that MMA background, submission magician, if you will.
Okay, so if she can get Sammy down and she locks her in, I can see her going. I can see her getting this one today.
Yeah, for sure. We've seen it before. She's a master of submissions here in the ring, and the problem is going to be getting Sammy down to the mat. That's the difficult part. And as you can see here, just in the raw strength category, it's not enough. Sammy is still on both feet, and Harleen's very clearly getting frustrated here. And of course, Sammy has been defending her title month in and month out ever since she won it back in April. And like her or not, but she has been an active champion. She's been taking all comers. And look, you can see here some of that submission wrestling that I was talking about earlier.
I do have to give that to Sammy. Not a lot of champions fight and battle to maintain their championship. And she does show up every month. She puts it in. So I will give her that. She is a great fighting champion.
Yeah, and a very abrasive personality, but she means what she says. Look at that clothesline.
You said you're stopping right now.
Yeah, that is a massive lariat there from Sammy, and but that might be her downfall right there. Some of that cockier, the way she carries herself, that cocky hitting style there with the hand over the throat.
She doesn't have the shoulders down.
Right. You're putting yourself in a disadvantageous situation.
I do have to say, those gloves.
Yeah,
those are quite
you would
intense.
know.
I would know, yes.
Taking Harleen to the other corner of the ring here, and can you hear that resonating from my headphones? Knife edge chop. Some of that impact costing Harleen some momentum there. She's definitely getting frustrating. Once again, slapping the mat. And Sammy still has not been laid down on her back in this match. She is still on 2 feet on that vertical base.
She's pushing those limits right there. She's not cared.
Yeah, for sure. She's testing the waters, seeing what she can get away with. And I'm sure you've noticed this, Danny, but Sammy likes to play with her food. She doesn't go for the kill all the time.
Yeah, I think that's going to be her downfall. If she wins tonight, now watching this right here live, not being the one in the ring with her, watching from afar, I now know how she plays. I now understand.
Right, it's an opportunity for you to have some more prep time going into that match. I think that's a smart decision. Make sure you're in absolute peak condition. Make sure you're ready before going into a big match like that.
I'm going to be playing cat and mouse reverse with her.
Right.
She thinks she'll be playing with me, but I'm going to be playing with her.
And I know Harleen wants to get physical with Sammy, but that's a very difficult battle to pick. And as strong as she is, she has her work cut out for her in this match.
Harleen's not giving up. She's staying.
Absolutely not. Taking those clubs, those kicks, straight to the back. And I don't like the looks of this at all, but
that's dumb.
Kick out at 1.
I want Harleen. I want Harleen right now. Let's go.
Once again, some of that bravado there from Sammy Chaos, the choking pins, the stepping pins. Not going to work on Harleen. That's going to only fire her up more. She's going to want to fight against adversity there. Some people thrive off of that negative reinforcement. Twisting the head of Harleen Lopez. That's brutal. But this could be a comeback here.
Okay. Let's get it, Harleen. She got lay those in. Lay those in.
She is unleashing some offense onto Sammy Chaos.
No.
Momentum stopped. Up for that. Oh! She's got it locked in.
Could this be it?
Possibly.
Is Sammy going to tap out?
I don't know if this is necessarily a tap out moment, but it is going to change the pace of the match, and that's what's important. Sammy's fighting back.
She's not letting go. She's holding that. She's not letting go.
Yeah, and Sammy's doing the right thing here. She's ramming Harleen.
That might be it for her.
Reversing that submission into a suplex. Impressive feat of strength there by Sammy Chaos.
I don't know. She's still got a little bit of fire in her.
For sure, and Sammy goes in for that pin there, but Harleen kicks out. Justin, what have you observed in this match so far?
What I've observed is Harleen really should try to use some speed. She's almost trying to play into Sammy's game. You know, use that gas tank to her advantage.
That's a fair point. You're probably not going to win in a battle, in a test of strength
Right.
against Sammy Chaos.
I mean, right now things are both kind of grounded where if she can keep the pace up and keep it going, keep that rhythm fast,
Yeah.
and wear Sammy down that way.
Oh, if
Like-
she
like
could
a hornet.
if she got up before Sammy got up, she could have kept her down.
Exactly.
Sammy
Then
just rocked
she's
her.
taller than Sammy. When Sammy's down and Harleen's standing, now she actually has the size
Yeah, the size advantage.
Yes.
Sammy's all the way back up on her feet though.
Yeah, she has
She might be just ending her life here soon.
she's got quick recovery, gearing up for that choke slam possibly, but Harleen's
Oh,
fighting
she's-
back.
She got that fighting spirit now. Oh, damn.
Absolutely brutal. But Harleen, she's almost saying, bring it on here, that expression on her face. She's laughing. She's thriving in this situation. This is a challenge for her. She doesn't get many challenges like this very often.
Well, let me tell you, it's going to be a challenge and a half. She did put me through a table or a door. I don't even know what it was, but it hurt like heck. But I still got up. So.
That's right. That was an unforgettable moment back in April.
So if it is Sammy from this match, I think I need to go her through that door.
Yeah, get that revenge, but look at this. Harleen tied up in the ropes, and she's thriving off of those chops. She's making her comeback, and that's a recurring theme we've been seeing throughout this match.
Is that a smirk on her face?
Yeah, it's disgusting is what it is, but that's how she fights. That's how she's going to secure that victory.
Oh.
Strength through adversity.
No. Oh, she got her down. She got her down. Is this it? If she can lock
Locking
this
in the cross
if she can lock
face.
this in.
She calls this the Mystico.
If she holds this, Sammy might be tapping out. I might be wrestling Harleen.
Sammy submitting. That would definitely be something to see. And
Oh.
had that crossface locked in tight there, but still Sammy managed to use her size to roll out of the way. Very skilled way and smart way of getting out of that
Very
submission.
smart. Yes, very smart.
She's still fighting.
Yeah, and you can start to see some of that exhaustion settling in on Harleen Lopez.
Oh, so smart. She's using the ring height to her advantage,
Right.
using all of her weight to pull that arm down.
Targeting that arm. And I think targeting limbs is something you're going to have to do with Sammy. I mean, and this is the first
She
time
took her
she's
down.
been knocked on her feet in this match. On that clothesline. I'm going to be honest, I didn't think the pinfall was going to be successful, but the fact that she managed to accomplish that itself was a feat in of itself. Let's see a replay of that. Motioning to the production truck, Sammy getting knocked down on her feet. Incredible.
Okay. I see you, Harleen. Oh, she's going up. I do know going up tall does take Sammy down. I can attest to that. Oh, she's having a blast. Get her.
And Sammy's standing there saying, bring it on. No wonder why catches her midair, goes up for that choke. Jeez.
I almost swore. Oh my gosh.
Oh, it's fine.
Oh!
Incredible.
All right, Harleen. I think I'm facing Harleen in September.
It's looking that way. I'd be a match I'd love to see.
And that would have put most competitors away, but Harleen managed to kick out of that choke slam into a pinfall.
Sammy needs to pay more attention to Harleen right now
Agreed.
rather than the ref.
Agreed. Let's see a
She's
replay here.
She's letting Harleen get back up.
Sponsored by Illumination Brewing into that very near fall right there, but Harleen still managed to kick out.
Oh, okay. We're going back down. Oh, she's going
Working that arm.
Okay.
Pop back up.
Get on there. Get on. She need to be a little bit faster.
And I believe, a double pinfall. I was going to say, I believe that is the brute spike, one of her signature moves, that hammerlock DDT there, and into 3 pinfalls. It's still not enough to put Sammy away. This is an incredible match.
Okay. Let's go, Harleen. She better stay on her.
And
While
here
Sammy's down, she's got to stay on top of that.
she's losing her cool a bit here. Possibly going for that butterfly suplex. No. targeting,
I think
bringing
we're
Sammy
going.
down to the knee.
Oh, took the knee pad down. Here it goes. Oh, shoot! Oh, shoot! Oh, shoot!
That is
Okay.
it. Spear
Here's
from
your
Sammy
winner,
Chaos.
Sammy
Costs Harleen the
Chaos.
match. Absolutely devastating loss here for Harleen Lopez, but that was, God, that was a match. I would say that was about as much of a challenge as you. Oh no!
What the heck is
Just
it?
lay off of her. A hard fought
She
match.
won already. Why is she have to keep? Why is she going after her even more?
And she's going after Austin, our ref here.
Whoa, whoa, whoa!
It's still not enough. No, this is just too much.
What is she doing? Oh no, no, no!
I think I have an idea, Danny. I don't like
Oh
it.
no! Hold on.
Where's she going? Danny, come back! Don't! Oh no! Danny coming to put a stop to it. This is what we want to see. She's making good on her word. Standing up to Sammy Chaos. Two women face to face. Once again, this has been months in the making. Everybody's getting between them. And as we said, Danny has made her declaration. September, she wants to face Sammy Chaos. Could it be made official? Could we be about to see that long-awaited rematch between Sammy Chaos and Danny Moe? This is absolute bedlam. This is mayhem.
Enough! No, Danny, no!
Acting GM Brian is out here trying to lay down the law, but
Danny,
it's not doing much.
Danny Moe has gotten enough wins that I think it's about time that Danny Moe gets another shot at the PPW Women's title.
There she is. There it is, folks.
So save it for September 14th. Save it for Triumph. Danny Moe, Sammy Chaos 2.
Danny wanted it. Brian confirmed it. The writing was on the wall for this match ever since that loss. It looks like Danny has gotten what she wanted here. But no knock on her, but she's got her work cut out for her. I mean, that was one of the more competitive title defenses we've seen out of Sammy Chaos here tonight between her and Harleen Lopez. But Danny's had time to prepare. Danny's had time to come back, and now she's waiting to strike. Let's take a look at that finish. Sammy spearing Harleen Lopez into the mat, going for that 3 count. Again, a very competitive match for Sammy Chaos. Not something you very commonly see, but she might have bitten off more than she could chew here, upsetting Danny Moe, because looks like these two are about to square off again at PPW Triumph. Tickets on sale as soon as this show ends, coming in September. Let's take a look at that again, that brutal spear. Harleen Lopez knocking her into the mat. Folks, don't go anywhere. We have more matches, more wrestling coming up next. Our PPW No Limits title is going to be defended. Tom Mitchell, first title defense of his career, versus Rembrandt, the former champion. And after that, we have Commission versus White. We have Damian Malik, Los Toxicos, and Travis Norbert versus Ricky Price, Trace Parker, Zach Zander, and Chris White. Of course, we outlined the stipulations for that match. They're very complicated. We'll touch on them when we get there, but that's going to be super exciting to see. And speaking of exciting, we got Dio Bando versus GKM coming up. That's going to be extremely interesting. See if Dio Bando can reclaim some of that momentum coming off of a loss. JKM coming off of a big win.
50-50s are on sale right now.
PPW
Get
TV
your
title
50-50s.
champion
They will
Nolan
be
Pierce
going around,
versus our
and the drawing
heavyweight
will be after the
champion
main
Facade.
event. Get your 50-50s.
St. Clair, where were you? We could have used you out there.
I wasn't getting near them. What are you talking
I was
about?
eating my burrito, my 5-layer cheesy beef burrito.
Yeah,
Taco Bell.
thanks for the backup, BJ.
I was in there.
Match
Well, you probably ate my
is
burrito.
scheduled for one
Were you in
fall.
there? I didn't even
Where's
see
my
you.
quesadilla? You weren't in there.
You're
coming on me. I didn't
Limits
see you in there either.
Championship.
I gotta pull double, triple duty around here. You're over there south of the border.
I did see Justin.
Thank you.
I was in there replaying.
I don't get paid
Funk
enough for
Brewing
this.
replay. I was in there.
Yeah, you and Freddie.
Folks, this is our third out of 4 title matches here tonight.
From
We've got
the
No Limits title
east
on the line.
section
We've got
of Brooklyn,
Rembrandt
New
taking
York.
on Tom Mitchell.
He is the
first title
greatest
defense of his career.
PPW No Limits champion of all time. This is Rembrandt.
A little bit of a bias there coming from Fred Akers, declaring Rembrandt is the greatest No Limits champion of all time. I believe that's something he says about himself.
Yeah, you know, you got to read what's on the card.
I wonder who wrote that card is the real question.
At least his mouth wasn't full of Taco Bell while he said it.
That's true. That's a good point, Justin.
Hey, buddy, when you hear the bell ringing, you got to answer.
Yeah, I'm jealous. You guys are over there feasting. I'm in there trying to keep 2 people apart.
I never saw Danny Moe that fired up.
Yeah, she was scouting Sammy these past few months. She was telling us on commentary how she was just about ready to challenge anyone who got that title.
His opponent.
And her temper got the best of her.
Being accompanied to the ring by 2 Nice Trace Parker from Houston, Texas, weighing in 235 pounds. Here's your PPW No Limits champion, Smooth Tom Mitchell.
Tom Mitchell, our PPW No Limits champion. Of course, this is the first title that he's won in his career. It was a great moment when it happened 2 months ago. But now it's time for him to put pen to paper, so to speak, and see if he can make up, see if he can live up to those expectations placed on him by winning that title. Right.
Well, in the words of the great bard William Shakespeare, weary is the head that wears the crown. And Tom Mitchell's learning that firsthand here as he puts his belt on the line for the first time.
That's right, and this is a fired up Rembrandt. He's got a portion of the crowd behind him, which that could be a little disconcerting for Tom Mitchell, who's always been a fan favorite here. Of course, Tom Mitchell, part of Nice and Smooth. This is really his first foray into singles wrestling. So.
Yeah, as we were talking about in the pre-show, PPW Spark, Tom Mitchell started as a backstage interviewer and worked his way up, and now he is holding gold here in PPW.
Right, and the circumstances could not be worse for Rembrandt. He lost his title to Tom Mitchell back in June during a 4-way title defense, which obviously is not a great strategy for retaining a title. But last month, Rembrandt managed to regain momentum by winning that golden ticket qualifier against Nick Robles, and now he hopes to reclaim what he feels is his title. So, future might be bright here for Rembrandt. Already said he's in that golden ticket match. If he could go into that match with No Limits champion slung over his shoulder, that's going to be one less title he can set his sights on when he has that briefcase.
Yeah, absolutely.
Wow! Stereo drop kicks!
Things are really heating up here at PPW. As we said before, that golden ticket getting thrown into the mix, that's the wild card.
Absolutely.
That's going to send you up to Star Road there into the special world.
That's right. He's in the warp zone right now.
Tom Mitchell off the ropes. Hooks on to Rembrandt. Big drop kick. Smooth Tom Mitchell showing what he's made of.
That's right. Once again, the shotgun drop kick from Tom Mitchell.
Tom Mitchell looking in great shape here. Not an ounce of fat on that young man.
No, he is built like a Greek god. Definitely has come a long way since his days as a backstage interviewer. Had to hit the weights, had to get in shape, had to get that wrestler's physique.
Well, let's not forget, we're talking about a former NCAA football champion in the AAA division.
That's right, he did have that athletic background before, but wrestling, you gotta have that cardio. You gotta build yourself up to ring shape. It's a whole different ball game than just being a college athlete.
Absolutely. Mitchell made the transition seamlessly as he did this cover, but Rembrandt positioned himself with the ring awareness, was able to reach up and grab that bottom rope to break the count.
And that veteran status is something that Rembrandt has an advantage here with. Tom Mitchell went for a pinfall in a position that he probably shouldn't have. And here we can see Mitch trying to go for his finisher. Oh! Mitch!
Spine buster from Rembrandt there, stops Mitchell right in his tracks.
Yeah, Rembrandt managed to counter that Mitchell meltdown. Something that hasn't really been countered frequently before. Whenever he manages to hit that, it's always a clean finish.
Oh, Rembrandt wrenching that arm against that middle rope. There's barely any give on that rope.
Mitchell going for that Mitchell meltdown, but Rembrandt manages to work his way out of it.
Rembrandt back in control here. Snapmare takeover off the ropes. Boom! Goes down low. Rembrandt taking his time now, putting on Tom Mitchell's headband to mock him.
All right, that's definitely going to get under the skin of Tom Mitchell, those mind games like that. Tom Mitchell fighting from underneath against Rembrandt.
Mitchell with the big clothesline. Rembrandt's learning why they call him Smooth Tom Mitchell.
Seamless transition.
Beautiful. Beautiful backdrop there. Back suplex, excuse me. Now Mitchell is getting fired up, tuning up the band here, full steam ahead. Rembrandt scouts and counters. Mitchell catches himself, blocks the right hand, rolls through. Oh, beautifully done. That might be it.
That was the tomahawk, that spin out DDT, but wasn't enough to put Rembrandt away. Let's take another look at that. Incredible maneuver right there. Mitchell's got him up for the meltdown once again. Wasn't quite able to land it. Rembrandt has his foot on the ropes. That's the first time the Mitchell meltdown has been kicked out of as a finisher.
Yeah, now he couldn't get the neck breaker part of that maneuver. It was more of a traditional fireman's carry drop. But if he would have got that neck breaker in there to give us a full Mitchell meltdown, this one would have been over. But nonetheless, Rembrandt lives to fight another day here.
Still, that has to be taking a toll on Tom Mitchell mentally.
Oh, look at that. Rembrandt sees his opening. This might be it. Oh, big German suplex. Folds the champion in half.
That was the Mr. Biggs.
Oh, I thought he was about to regain the championship right there.
That's right, and he calls that move the Mr. Biggs, that combination, that shin kick into the German. And Mitchell is reeling right now.
Both men sprawled out on the mat here as Carden begins the 10 count, the double count out. Oh, look at that.
No bridge, but he doesn't need it. Go straight into that cover.
He's at 7. They're beginning to show some signs of life here, battling it out, trying to get up to that vertical pace.
And of course, all of our replays are sponsored by Funk Brewing, by Illumination Brewing. Now this is
Funk Brewing. Get the funk out and have a beer.
That's right. That's what I'm doing after the show. And Tom Mitchell defending, possibly going for it again.
Rembrandt counters. Mitch full steam ahead. Slides under. Rembrandt manages to counter there. This one is back and forth. Tom Mitchell sees his opening. He's ascending to the top rope.
Rembrandt putting Carden in way of danger.
Oh, that's all that's in danger.
What's he trying to do there, EJ?
I think he did exactly what he wanted. Tom Mitchell in a vulnerable position here. Oh, God. Smart move there from Tom Mitchell. Held on to the top rope.
Yeah, went for the REM sleep. That's that code breaker.
Here we go.
Tom.
Oh, beautifully done. Rolls him up. 2, 3. Mitch retains.
Here's your winner, and still PPW No Limits Champion, Slade Mitchell.
Tom Mitchell, first title defense of his career, a successful one. Managed to win with that tomahawk. Incredible match there, but let's take a look at that right there, and he goes for the pinfall, manages to get that through. What a tight pin right there.
Beautifully done from Tom Mitchell, puts it away. And he is going on to fight another day. Rembrandt back to the drawing boards here, but he does have that golden ticket opportunity next month.
That's right, EJ. Let's take another look at that, the maneuver that managed to win Tom Mitchell this match. But it looks like Rembrandt almost tried to strike there, but I guess he thought better of it, and now he's offering him that handshake, a show of respect. I don't know, EJ. I don't know what I think about this. This is out of character for Rembrandt. Tom Mitchell accepts, but
maybe a new leap we're seeing here from the artist.
Yeah, this is unexpected from Rembrandt.
I smell something fishy here.
Still lurking around the arena. Anyways, folks, coming up next, we have the commission, Team Commission versus Team White. Involved in that match, we have Sugar Dan, Los Toxicos, Damian Malik, and Travis Norbert versus Ricky Price, Trace Parker, Zach Zander, and Chris White. Going to be an extremely interesting match. Chris White's second professional wrestling match, with the stipulation of if the commission wins, Chris White must join them, and if they lose, he gets 5 minutes alone with Travis Norbert. And coming up after that, Dio Bando will be wrestling
Ladies and gentlemen, this will be the
GKM.
last call for 50-50. They are going around. This will be your last shot. The drawing
Of course,
will
our
happen
main event,
after
title
the main
versus
event.
title,
Again,
team
last
champion
call
Nolan
for
Pierce
50-50.
versus heavyweight
Get them while they're
champion
hot. The
Facade.
drawings will be happening after the main
Long-awaited
event.
main event.
And that one is for the big banana, title versus title.
Slayton, are you ready
That's
for some more
right.
action? I think we can do better. I said, Slayton, are you ready for some more action? Then how about we have a special 8-man tag team match? Introducing first, being accompanied to the ring by Delilah, the team of Travis Novert, the certified lover boy Sebastian Amore, the Barricula bully Vutic Sucio, and the jackal Damian Malik, the commission!
Wow,
I'll tell you what, Chris White, Big Daddy, has got his hands full. EJ, if he loses this match tonight, he must join the commission, but if he wins, it's all roses and huckleberries, Justin, as Travis Norbert and Chris White next month on September 14th, our 11-year anniversary show. He gets 5 minutes alone with Norbert in the ring.
Well, call me Huckleberry Hound, because I smell a beatdown in the future of Travis Norbert.
Oh, we can only be so lucky.
And Paul, but why does Norbert still have that walker?
Well, I mean, did you ever see the Brady Bunch episode when the guy had the neck brace on, they threw his briefcase down in court, he moved his neck? It's a facade, and not a good facade like our facade. It's a facade that he means he's a fraud.
Yeah, Mr. Brady there had some quick thinking in that courtroom, Pulbo. I love that episode.
Yeah, very thick, Mr. Brady, with that hair.
Opponents.
Well, Mrs. Brady used to call him Tiger, so, you know.
I forgot about that.
That's a deep cut right there.
That was their dog, wasn't it? Anyway, let's hear it.
Wait, maybe. I don't know.
Here comes Big Daddy. And here comes Trace Parker, along with Zach Sander. Aurora Lee, Ricky Price, and there he is, Big Daddy, Chris White.
Zach Sander, Trace Parker, and Chris White, the Mission.
And look at the look on the face of Big Daddy Chris White. You talk about determination. He's been pushed around in his own building by a moron, and I'll say it, Norbert. You guys have to do a show with him, I don't.
He was spitting all over me today on that. He was screaming right in my face. I got a shower. It was disgusting. Well, this is going to be an old school.
Oh, this is going to be a brawl.
Yeah, Lehigh Valley street fight right here.
Well, we're in Sladington, but it's still part of the Lehigh Valley. I got you.
Close enough.
Magellan, your GPS has you in the wrong part of town.
Well, what would you call this? What river is right down the street? It's the Lehigh.
I thought it was the Monongahela. And look at Delilah, or whatever her name is, Roadhausen, something like that. I don't know what her name is, but she's screaming at Norbert. And look at this. Look at Norbert starting to run. His legs are buckling like a newborn deer. Look at him. What a mess. And Big Daddy has him in his sights. Big Daddy has him in his sights.
Here we go.
The bell has not even rung. The crowd chanting Big Daddy. He don't even know where to run, EJ.
Absolutely.
He looks like that time in Pittsburgh when you were trying to rescue the possum from the skateboarding pit or whatever that was.
That was a groundhog.
Whatever it was, I didn't know where to go. Puxatawny Phil. He's thick too. I don't care. Norbert wants to go for a test of strength. Is he out of his mind? He's not. Is he medically cleared? I mean, I'm talking. Whoa. The gun show, baby.
Look at Norbert's knees are shaking.
I told you, like a newborn deer. Look at him. Big Daddy eats more than that for breakfast. Oh, locked and loaded. Oh, he poked him right in the eyes.
Oh, come on. Dirtiest trick in the book.
Here we go. Trace Parker and Malik in the ring. Parker going to send him for the ride. Big shoulder tackle by the enforcer of the commission. Up and over. Nice deep arm drag by Trace Parker, and another one, and he holds on. I'll tell you what, EJ, you can just feel the electricity in the crowd here. This is much more than just an 8-man tag match. Zach Sander into the ring.
A lot of beef.
Absolutely, and you know what? If Chris White, if he doesn't win this, he has to join the commission, Polvo. His life will be forever changed.
Absolutely, side press, and Lux Toxicos breaks it up. And now to beat down Ricky Price, and this is like a hockey fight on Broad Street back in the 70s. Referee Austin Alvarez has lost all control of this one. And Norbert is being chased around the event center by Big Daddy. Look at this. Norbert cowering again. Over the guardrails he goes. Chris White chasing him. Norbert back in the ring. Oh my God. And just he's laying the boots to Chris White. And now he just ducks back out again. Did you see Norbert running around?
Oh yeah.
Polvo, I don't know how you kept track of all that.
Oh, it was chaos. Ricky Price using Zach Sander as a battering ram. And now launches him into the corner. I don't even know who the legal man in the ring is. I've lost track, EJ. I know you don't know. Sushio in the ring. There goes Sander again. Launched again.
Although this is absolutely chaos.
Oh, it's absolutely a mess. Tag to Sushio. Boy, Malik doing a great job of his role here with the commission as the enforcer.
Sanders going to try and fight out of the corner here.
Oh, nice Pele kick right to the side of the head. And another spinning back kick. Hard into the corner to much bigger Sushio, just too strong for him. And Natty Castle holding the leg.
Aurora Lee looking to take out Nat Castle on the outside.
And it's all devolving again. Norbert just went, Chris White's over the rails. Norbert's standing there on the apron. Hard into the corner. Sushio, big frog splash into the corner. Gonna line up Amari. European uppercut. Oh, they're gonna make a mockery out of him.
Sander was just decapitated. They better get a basket out there.
Absolutely, his head rolling down the street. Ichabod Crane style. Where'd St. Clair go? I sent him to get a water. He's gone.
He stopped off at the ramen noodle stand.
Behind him. Amari, and now Xander's GPS has him in the wrong part of town. Tag back into Malik. Boy, Malik chiseled out of granite. Every strand of muscle you could see in the body of Damian Malik. Right hands again.
Yeah, Polvo, I'd be lying if I said he wasn't in great shape right now.
Speaking of not great shape, how about Norbert? Oh, pendulum backbreaker.
He's in a shape. I don't know if he's in shape.
You know, they call Damian Malik the mutant of Satan, and he's bringing it all tonight.
Oh my God, I'm gonna have to say a prayer for him tomorrow.
Oh, Senton floats over, shoulders down, and a kick out at two. Norbert barking signals, screaming at Austin Alvarez.
He's speaking in tongues over there.
We don't need any of that here. Chris White has that arm extended. He wants to get back in the ring. Shoulders down. Kick out at 2. Tag in and out, here they go.
They got a lot of muscle over on the commission there.
No, they do.
You have
Except for
Sucio.
Sucio's
You have Malik.
a big boy, yep. Malik just kicking him into the corner. Tag back to Sucio. I'll tell you what, for never tagging together, good continuity here for the commission. Besides Los Toxicos, I mean, Norbert and Malik have never been in the ring together.
Tell you what, I mean, there's a lot of fresh men over on Team Chris's side, though.
Well, Zach got to get out of there. He got to get out of there.
He's trying to fight his way out right now.
I would springboard and battering around there. Going to go up and over, it looks like, EJ. Yep. Now get to the corner, young man. Here comes Ricky Price, the most smashing player in the game.
It is a totally new contest now.
He should hit Norbert on the apron just for standing there. Running knee right underneath the jaw. He charged at him. Wow, and just split him in half, folding him up like a lawn chair.
Nat Castle getting into the fray here. Aurora Lee's going to come put a stop to that. Although we're going to see a calf fight on the outside there.
We may. Down goes Price in a double team effort. The only one following the rules is Chris White as he's standing on the apron.
He's just biding this time, Pablo.
Absolutely, he's waiting for Norbert. Big drop kick by Zach Sander. Stacking up the trash. Oh boy, Trace Parker. Blockbuster.
Beautifully done there.
Tag into Malik. Tag is good. Boy, referee Austin Alvarez has his hands full tonight.
Oh yeah, he's earning his envelope here tonight.
He gets one? Malik trying to fight. No! Bicycle kick.
Oh,
Here's a tag, and here comes Big Daddy. He wants Norbert. He wants him in the worst way.
Our ref
Look at
saying the
Norbert.
tag was to Norbert.
Yep, he's got to get in. Oh, yeah. Norbert. He's still talking trash. Oh, good night, Irene. He has him in the sleeper. Oh my God. He has him in a sleeper.
Pablo, you're not getting out once those pythons are wrapped around
No
you.
way, brother. That works for him. He has him. Norbert's fading fast. He's fading fast. The white. Oh, he had him with the white dream and kicked him right. You know where. Oh! Dueling pianos meet in the middle. Travis had no other option to do. Another nice drop kick. Great teamwork by Price.
I was just going to say, they're operating like a well-oiled machine here.
Oh! Down he goes. I think Chris White's the legal man. I really do. I'm not even sure. They just push Zach out of the way. Uh-oh, what are we going to see here? Oh, boy. We might see a five-knuckle shovel. John Cena, eat your heart out. Oh, Big Daddy delivering the hammer. He's got him. He's got him. Travis gets 5 minutes with Travis. We got to get an interview. We got to get an interview with him. Oh, my goodness.
And Chris
September 14th is going to be off the chain.
Mission.
Well, Team Chris White has won. That means next month, Travis Norbert has to spend 5 minutes in the ring alone with Chris White. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. Travis Norbert's number has been called.
Gonna be the longest 5 minutes of Norbert's life, EJ.
He's not used to anything lasting 5 minutes, let alone a beatdown.
All right. Bob, cut the music. Cut the music. Big Daddy and the rest of Team Big Daddy, a big win here. And you know what? Big Daddy, he was ready for that 5-knuckle shuffle, but now, so everybody here in Sladington knows, next month, PPW turns 11 years old. Give yourselves a hand for making this 11 years. Thank you all. We love you guys. But, thank you. But more importantly, I want to bring the governor up here at PPW. He has the Team Big Daddy shirt on. Frank, get a picture of that. There you go. Thank you guys, but more importantly, on September 14th, Big Daddy Chris White gets 5 minutes in the ring alone with Travis Norbert. There'll be nowhere to run. There'll be nowhere to hide. And if he tries to go in the crowd, I'm going to ask you guys to throw him back out here, because Chris gets 5 minutes and we will start the timer when you guys lock up. So if he wants to play that game of Ring Around the Rosie, we'll wait till he gets in the ring. And you guys, I know some of you guys have other matches already. I might even have you guys stationed throughout the ring so Mr. Norbert doesn't try any of his shenanigans. But more importantly, tickets for that are going to be available tonight, right after the show, or on the website tomorrow morning over at the PPW table. So I hope to see each and every one of you on September 14th when we turn 11. Thank you all. We got 2 more matches coming up, and we're going to send this one home, so don't go anywhere.
Next up, we have Dio Bando and GKM. Later on tonight, we have our main event, Nolan Pierce versus Facade, champion versus champion, winner take all.
You know, I'm really looking forward to that one. Historic matchup there, champion versus champion, as you said. Doesn't get any better than that.
Hey guys.
Welcome back, St. Clair.
I had to go watch that match from the crowd. It's just too exciting to pass it up. Got to see Chris White's second professional wrestling match, but coming up next, folks, we got Dio Bando versus GKM. And of course, after that, our main event, title versus title, Nolan Pierce versus Facade, TV title versus heavyweight title.
Our next contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, being accompanied to the ring by Mr. Jermaine from Harlem, New York, by way of Toronto, Ontario, Canada, weighing in 215 pounds, he is prime time Dio Bando, baby!
Dio Bando, baby. Last month, Dio lost his singles match against Diego Hill, but he's still aiming for that heavyweight title. Just a few months ago, we saw him in that main event picture when he faced off against Facade and Diego Hill for that vacant PPW heavyweight title. Of course, Facade managed to score that victory there, but ever since, Dio has been gunning for that position again, and while he lost some momentum last month, he's hoping to regain it back tonight. A loss isn't everything, but he definitely has his position on the line. This is a big
middle
match
classers of PPW. You have had the privilege of seeing all 3 members of the Ruda family fortune in singles action, and we saved the best for last. This is the man who all the guys want to be and all the ladies want to be with. He is the only golden ticket and soon to be the next face of PPW. Dio Bando, baby!
Some bravado there coming from Ruda.
Yeah, what else is new?
Justin, what's your assessment on Dio Bando so far?
I like him. I mean, he's a tough competitor. Plus, he's
And his opponent,
in Ruda. But however, this man right here is who I got picked to win.
from exit 9 of the New Jersey Turnpike, weighing in 180 pounds, the Phoenix GKM!
GKM has made a splash here in PPW ever since he ignited himself in his debut just a few months ago, but back in June, he managed to knock off Brad Baylor, and he's gotten some significant momentum off of that, so that's really what makes this match interesting, is we have Dio Bando coming off of a big loss against Diego Hill, and GKM coming off of a big win against Brad Baylor. So this is like a crossroads match here, as Brian pointed out on Spark earlier tonight.
Absolutely. GKM's been making waves here since he started competing with PPW regularly a few months ago. We saw him take on Diego Hill in an absolute blockbuster of a matchup a couple months ago. And you know what? He has his challenge in store for him tonight with Dio Bando. Dio Bando, former television champion. As you said, he was in the main event picture the past couple months. And a win here against GKM would really propel him back into that main event picture, at least into the conversation.
Right, and GKM calls himself the Phoenix, not just because of his high-flying style, but because no matter how many times you pin him, he always manages to resurrect.
Is that why he's always cawing?
Yeah, I believe that's the connection there.
Okay.
Well, either that or he has some sort of nervous tick. I haven't asked.
All right, here we go. Someone needs to get the dollar store Ruda out of here.
Yeah, I think I've seen him enough tonight.
Dio Bando playing head games here. Trying to get inside GKM's head.
Dio Bando gets that early advantage, drawing first blood here, backs GKM into that corner.
You know, on paper here, Dio Bando has the height, the reach advantage. maybe even have a slight weight advantage here. I didn't hear what Freddie said for the weight. But GKM's gonna have to utilize his speed, his quickness, and just try and stay one step ahead of Dio Bando. Dio Bando's a big guy. He's tall and lean, but he's all muscle.
I would definitely agree with that assessment, EJ. GKM, though, got that agility on his side. We've seen it before. High-flying style, able to maneuver around the ring with ease. Dio's trying to cause as much damage here as possible in the early seconds of the match, locking GKM into those corners.
Yeah, you know, you damage the ribs early on, it makes it that much harder for your opponent to breathe as the match wears on here.
Right, and for somebody with a style like that where he's throwing drop kicks and always going off the top rope, breathing is a very important part of GKM's arsenal. Having that clarity of breath.
Look at the strength from GKM. Unbelievable. Sends Bando to the outside. Beautifully done. Step up in Zaguri.
GKM firing off the crowd here. What's he gonna do?
Beautifully done. Cannonball off the apron.
Dio seemed very stunned by that right there. Couldn't do anything to get out of the way. The shock of GKM propelling himself like that.
Bando rolls back in to break the count. Ruda gets shoved on the outside.
Let's take another look at that cannonball again. GKM knocking Dio down to the floor.
Beautifully done there from Dio Bando. Goes down low.
Nice
takes out
counter.
GKM by the knee. Big boot to the face. Going high, going low. Only a 1 count.
Kicking out at 1. Way too early to score a pinfall so far in this match. I don't think enough damage has been dealt from either side.
Oh, and look at that. Ruda's choking DKM on the outside. GKM struggling to get to that vertical pace. Dio Bando continues with the offensive assault. Oh my God, look at that beautiful vertical suplex.
Very nice brain buster down on that mat. GKM reeling, clutching his back. Definitely knocked his head loose a little bit there, but wasn't enough to score that pinfall.
Did he come down on the head or the back there? I couldn't see.
A little bit of both, or back of the neck, I think so.
Here we go, takes him over. Dio Bando has the claws in deep there. Has the hooks in deep.
That's a nasty submission right there. Justin, Dio has been very dominant this match, keeping GKM grounded. I'm sure you've had experience like that in the past, you know, not being a high flyer yourself.
Yeah, I mean, in my career, I had a lot of people try to keep me grounded. And Dio is a top-level athlete here at PPW, and certainly has the right tools to get someone like GKM down and keep him down, but that's really what he needs to do, because GKM is another elite athlete that likes to fly around from all angles.
Ooh, beautiful backbreaker there.
Yeah, and
from Dio Bando.
If he didn't hit his back off that vertical suplex, he definitely hit it now.
You know what? Dio Bando is focusing on that body part, and he's going to work. Smart maneuver there.
nice counter.
Yeah, GKM gets out of it, chops across the chest there. This could be the opening he needs. We can see a completely different matchup here. GKM taking it to Dio Bando, whips him up. Dio Bando holds on there, runs right back into GKM, full steam ahead. Off the ropes, GKM ducks again. Beautifully done.
Using his body as a missile. And he's cawing again, EJ.
Look at that big splash as the Phoenix takes flight. Side thrust kick to the midsection. GKM off the ropes. Sidestep by Bando. Spine buster.
Once again, Dio has been on his game tonight with those counters, managing to cut off GKM at those pivotal moments.
Bando's getting frustrated. Off comes the armband.
Dio's world, he says.
We're just living in it. Let's take a look at that replay there. Huge spine buster. GKM manages to reverse the tides here. Beautiful head scissors. Kick to the midsection. GKM off the ropes. Beautifully done. Swinging neck breaker. Oh, into the moonsault from the middle rope.
Definitely a risky maneuver to pull off a moonsault while your opponent is still noted for countering this whole match, risking his head there.
GKM looking to put this one away. Dio Bando back up to the vertical base, fighting back. GKM in a very vulnerable position here. As Dio Bando ascends to that bottom rope. Bad intentions here from Dio Bando as GKM tries to mount some sort of offense. Oh, down goes Bando.
Dio motioning to the head, trying to get referee.
Oh, and there's Ruda, come on.
This is very clear distraction.
Oh, come on.
GKM setting it up. Dio goes for that ref distraction. Dio's world signifying again. Lines him up and hits it.
Yeah, he planted him. You can see his face imprinted on the mat. That's all she wrote.
Dio Bando.
Winner, Dio Bando, baby!
Managing to regain some of that momentum that he lost last month.
What a matchup. Both competitors pushing each other to their limits.
Well, it would have been if not for Dio taking advantage of the ref in this situation. Obviously, our officials are going to check for signs of head trauma, signs of concussion. Dio knows this, and he used that to his advantage. But it looks like GKM's not going to take that lying down.
Absolutely.
I don't even think Dio notices yet. He's got Ruda in a hostage situation.
This crowd is bloodthirsty. Listen to them. They're ravenous.
GKO! And it looks like Dio's not particularly coming to the save of Ruda here either. I don't think he cares very much.
Hey, in Dio's world, it's every man for himself.
That's fair enough, EJ. Ruda is planted, laid out on the mat. GKO did manage to get the last laugh here in this match. Great competition. Let's take a look at some highlights here at Dio's world that managed to earn him the victory for the 3 count right there. Of course, GKM lurking like a predator. GKO onto Ruda. and another one. GKM is not taking this loss well, but you can't blame him. That was a very fair match up until that last portion. And coming up next, folks, our main event, title versus title. TV champion Nolan Pierce versus the Neon Ninja and our heavyweight champion Facade. It looks like Mini Austin here goes in for a chomp on Naruto. Get him, kid.
All right, Sladington, Pennsylvania. Are you guys ready for tonight's main event of the evening? It'll be a title for title match. When the bell rings, the man in charge of the action, PPW senior official, Mr. Jeff Carden. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing first, bringing his way to the ring, he's fighting out of Long Island, New York. He weighed in this morning, 180 pounds. He is your PPW television champion, hyper-violent Nolan Pierce.
Nolan Pierce, fan favorite here in Sladington, and our PPW television champion. This is probably the most high-profile match of his career.
Absolutely, huge opportunity here from Nolan Pierce, finally in this main event spotlight. Question is, can he reach out and grab that brass ring?
And this, of course, is a match with everything on the line. Title versus title. No matter what the outcome here, there may be a title change. Nothing short of a DQ, of anything like that, will stop a title from changing hands. That's the scariest part about this type of match.
Yeah.
Sladington's on fire.
He's ripping the streets at night. He's a creeping while you're sleeping. He weighed in this morning at 195 pounds. He is the Neon Ninja, the Aerosol Assassin, your PPW heavyweight champion. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Facade!
And here is your heavyweight champion, Facade, putting everything on the line tonight to give Nolan Pierce a chance, a fair shot at his title. And what an exciting match this is about to be, folks. This, like I said on Spark, is probably Facade's first title defense where he's not on edge. Obviously, first one, triple threat against Fuego del Sol and Diego Hill. Second one, that grudge match against Sam Adams. This against Nolan Pierce. Obviously, there's a lot on the line as any title defense, but there's a mutual respect between these two competitors. That's a first for this title reign in Facade's career.
Absolutely. Facade, not known to take any opponents lightly. You know, he prepared for Nolan Pierce.
Yeah, and likewise, but still, I mean, that mutual respect is only going to go so far once the bell rings.
Guys,
they're
it's
playing for keeps here.
Yeah, it's our heavyweight championship against our television championship, title for title. It's almost like the teacher against the student. Facade, he's been here forever. Nolan, there's the show of respect. And you know what? I'll tell you what, may the better man win tonight.
Yeah, Nolan is confident, Facade is confident, understandably so. Both men super accomplished. Brian on PPW's Spark, our pre-show, described this match as PPW's present versus PPW's future, and I think that's a pretty apt description.
Yeah, I mean, it can be, and whatever happens tonight, neither man should hang his head. Both are tremendous athletes. Both are even better people. Here we go. We're underway. Johnny St. Clair, Paul Ball.
What?
E. Julius Kuiper. I said they're even better people.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you know what? They're good guys, but Paul, they're dangerous competitors. What are you talking about?
Facade up and over now. Little kip up there, and
Facade Jutsu. Showing off some of those ninjutsu skills. Code of honor accepted.
Now, Facade has traveled to Japan and learned from ninjutsu masters.
yeah, but Facade's been all over the country. I mean, he spent some time with. My mind is freezing.
Well, obviously he was up at Mount Everest with
No,
Dan.
the real tall guy that used to be in WWE. Why am I'm in brain freeze?
Big Cass.
No.
What are you talking
The Great Khali. I'm
Great
sorry.
Khali.
He was at his camp.
That's India, Paul.
Yeah, I know. I said he was all over the country.
Oh, okay.
I'm sorry.
All
Great
over
Khali.
the world. All over the world.
All over the world. Due
Yeah.
respects to Great Khali. I couldn't think of his name.
But as we said, India, Japan, even Nepal, as we said earlier, Danny Moe wrestling in that Mount Everest match. But look at this awesome exchange here. Facade keeping that grip on Nolan's wrist tight, but Nolan maneuvering out of it with that wrench.
And there, you know what? Facade just a little too quick for Nolan right there. Stepped out of the way. He might have seen it coming. And that's what the veteran in Facade is. Now, he's seen everything. You're not going to throw anything at him he's never seen. Nolan Pierce, this is his first big, and I stress the word big match here. We'll see if the nerves have settled down. He was in the locker room. I talked to him. I said, how do you feel? He said, I feel great. So we'll see what happens here. Side headlock applied by Nolan Pierce. Facade going to send him for the ride. Big shoulder tackle by hyper-violent Nolan Pierce.
Right, first offense from Nolan here, but Facade's keeping his cool.
Martial art kick, little sweep there. Another one right in the chest.
Pressure is definitely on Nolan. You can see how focused he is, and Facade is really testing Nolan here in this early portion of the match.
EJ, when you get guys that are this fast, though, no one wants to make that first Cardinal Sin mistake.
Absolutely. That could be the end of the match right there.
You could be left up looking at the lights.
Especially with Facade. I mean, Paul Bowe, we know he has one of the most extensive offensive arsenals in the game right now.
Some good alliteration there.
Chop right across the chest. You know, watch Facade though, EJ. He's being very careful also.
Absolutely. I mean, Nolan Pierce, maybe he hasn't been in a match this big, but he's no stranger to big match situations.
Oh, and check out some of this tension, some of those pushes and shoves.
Let's not forget Nolan Pierce's classic ladder match against Dio Bando.
Now that was one for the ages there, and Facade with that big win against Fuego de Sol and Diego Hill.
Absolutely. I mean,
well, it's all culminating tonight in our main event on PPW Conquest.
Of course, this is month number 4 of Facade's title reign.
Oh, and another kick right to the chest area of Facade. Both men don't want to give an inch, and that one put him down.
And like I said earlier, Facade is really testing Nolan throughout this match here. They're stopping the pace and focusing on these contests of strength. Saying, hey, you want to be in the ring with me? Prove it.
Well, like I said, Facade well-versed. He can wrestle any style. He can get down and dirty with them, or he can win their match above the top rope. And speaking of that there,
Pierce doesn't know what to do. It's one thing to watch someone wrestle. It's another thing to step into the ring with them and see those moves and try and counter them.
Facade into the springboard. Pierce moves out of the way.
Oh,
nice.
Power move by Nolan Pierce. And Facade tries to dump him up and over and does.
Took a little bit of effort though. Facade fought back.
Nolan Pierce just strong-armed Facade.
Well, we've seen Facade take flight so many times. Nolan looks to be chiming up the band.
And he's countered and caught. Couldn't quite make that dive. Facade had it scouted, understandably so. He's been in those situations himself. He's been on the receiving end. He's been the one making the dives. He should know how to throw a counter like that.
Yeah, Nolan Pierce tried to put the brakes on, but it was a little too late.
Right across the chest, right in front of our cameras there.
Back to these brutal chops.
Wow, and they echoing here through the halls of the Sladington Expo Center. Oh, sits him right on the rail. Little scrambled eggs for breakfast.
Absolutely brutal maneuver by Facade there. Look at this!
Man, kicked right
God.
beside the head. Talk about athletic ability as he walked the tightrope of that guardrail. That's only about an inch thick.
Reflexes like a ninja, Paul.
Absolutely. Pierce. Oh, right to the hardest part of that ring, that apron. That's all wood and metal there right on the end.
And both men roll back into the ring, looking to get this back into the squared circle.
Saw it just chopping away.
Yeah, those are precision strikes.
And now back, Nolan firing back. Oh, man.
Facade timed that perfectly.
Yeah, he caught him right in the side of the temple. What a night it's been here at PPW Conquest. The four-way ladder match has been set. Facade and Nolan Pierce going title for title here in our main event tonight. This crowd got their money's worth. Big boot right to the face. Facade saying, get up, Nolan.
Facade came here for a fight.
Well, hey, his title's on the line.
Absolutely.
I mean, you're talking about pride here. You know, you can be as good as friends you want, but once that bell rings.
Are we going to have our first ever double champion here, Paul Bo?
Yes, we can. I mean, it's Nolan's just fighting, wheeling him up. Facade has him up, fireman's carry. Pierce slips right off.
Or rather, I should say, who will be our first double champion, Paul?
Nobody
Facade
home.
quickly dodges out of the way.
Oh, nice kick right to the side of the head, and both men laid out here. Referee Jeff Garden begins to count.
Using that middle rope like a trampoline to launch himself off.
I'll tell you what, EJ, all the years of watching Facade, I don't think I've ever seen him in such a hard-hitting contest as tonight. He's more of a finesse guy, and like I said, we know he can get down and dirty with the best of them, but tonight, maybe there's something in his crawl there, trying to prove something there, that he's just not a one-trick pony.
Take a look at that replay of that spinning kick. Very impressive on Facade's part.
Nolan Pierce needs to rethink his strategy here.
Facade just kicked him right in the stomach.
Nolan Pierce is saying if you can't beat him, hit him harder.
Yeah, delivered the left hand, Facade back with the right.
Quick counter there by Facade with that splash. Got up him almost immediately.
Oh, that one got him right behind the ear. And EJ, I know you're a kickboxer. You get hit behind the ear, you know what's gonna.
That's where you're aiming, Paul Bo. That's where you want to hit with those high kicks.
When you get hit behind the ear, your equilibrium's off. And we saw Norbert walking a little
Absolutely.
funny last match.
Major risk of concussion. I mean, your bell is rung, as they say.
Look at the welts on both competitors' chests. Facade's chest is red, and so is Nolan Pierce.
Yeah, no one held anything back in this matchup. They're putting it all out on Main Street here.
And Facade still keeps getting up after taking those kicks from Nolan Pierce.
Pierce's chest is as red as his hair.
Just goes to show the disparity.
This might be it. This might be it. Facade's out. 3-0.
No.
And now I think it was our first pinfall attempt of the match.
That's
That
right,
was
Paul.
close.
Very close there. I thought he had it. And just as I was about to say, that goes to show the disparity between these two competitors. Maybe they're more alike than I initially thought.
Yeah. Facade trying to will the crowd to get to that vertical base.
Take another look at that kick that led into our first pinfall here. Very close on Nolan's part. Knife edge chops from Facade.
Pierce is bent over. He is gassed out right here. Does he have anything left? Does he have anything left in the reserves to draw on right now?
They're going up top, high risk, high reward.
Oh!
Oh man, running drop kick. Or what you call a shotgun drop kick by Nolan Pierce. And Facade, that caught a lot of it. He's rolled out. There's down low again, and Facade into that unforgiving steel pole.
Managed to bounce himself back off the pole though. Didn't quite catch himself on the guard. Nolan Pierce with that running knee strike though. Probably wanted to go for a pinfall, but wouldn't count out there.
Tell you what, Pierce, they need to get back in the ring. Here we go.
Yeah, that's the only place where this match is gonna finish. And
Can't win a championship on the outside.
right, or 2 championships.
Ooh.
That rolling neck breaker. And a tornado DDT.
That was another close call here. This match
Yep.
is all Nolan Pierce.
Oh, a
driver.
driver. Oh, man.
Oh!
How close was that? Facade just got his shoulder up in the nick of time. Crowd chanting PPW. Both men, this has been a war. Might not have been the main event we were expecting, but these two have come to fight.
That's right.
And I like what I'm seeing.
Let's take a look at that pile driver there. Very close. Paul, I think you jumped the gun a little bit there. You thought that that was it.
I did think that was it. Pierce going up top. Turning himself around. Oh boy. Facade's going up to meet him.
Oh,
Wow!
Tell you what, Pierce couldn't get his footing up there, Paul Bo. Took him a little too long. Now he's paying the price big time.
He's stuck up there. Facade's up there. Oh, Frankensteiner up the top.
Leaping from rope to rope like it's rooftop to rooftop.
Facade now going up top.
Might be looking for that. Oh!
Beautifully done.
1, 2, 3. It's over.
No!
His foot's on the rope.
It's on the rope, Paul. That's it.
Foot on the rope. Does he win? Well, here comes the acting commissioner.
That foot was clearly on the rope. You saw the footage. I saw the
Hey,
footage.
once that bell rings, it's official. We can't be going to restart the match here.
The commissioner, Brian, is the commissioner for tonight, and he's getting Carter, and he wants us to end fair and square. I don't know if we'll restart the match. I mean, errors are human, so, and Cardin's not. We'll see what happens.
It is referee's discretion, but still, that was a very clear rope break. I think in a title match with this much weight, you have to go with the GM's discretion over the referee.
Now, Paul Bo, I believe, though, once one of those competitors, if they would have went to the back, it's like in PIAA, once you leave the gym, that's official. You can't
Ladies and
dispute the
gentlemen.
decision anymore.
Listen, I ain't letting you go out like that, homie. Restart that damn match, please.
Facade said to restart the match.
Restart the match!
Restart the
I'll
match.
tell you what, Facade being a man there didn't want to take it like that. With a foot on a rope, and now it's a shootout at the OK Corral. Both men not much left in the tank.
On their last legs here.
Facade's punches and chops have a little bit more behind him than Pierce. Pierce is wobbly and a kick right to the midsection. Jackknife! Off Facade with the bridge! You talk about lower court strut into the backslide kick!
Pierce is resistant with everything he has, blocks the kick.
Oh, that one he didn't block. And oh, Jesus. Wow, EJ, that caught him right on the button.
Absolutely, Facade,
Sean,
the Neon
can
Ninja.
we get a look at that one, please, Sean, in the truck?
Paul Bo, don't blink just yet.
No, not yet.
Oh!
Jesus. Facade with the moonsault.
Paul Bo, he got more airtime than a helicopter down at the Lehigh Valley International Airport. I mean, oh my God.
Yeah, he was up by the rafters, and now he's going to finish it off. Will Facade be our first double champion here at PPW? Walking the tight ropes.
Arrow miss. Whoa!
Got him right on the button.
Pierce is fired up.
Oh!
Facade landing on his head there. Both men, both too exhausted to do anything. This is anybody's match now. Nolan's
What a
struggling.
match here.
He has to
For the
cover.
pin. This might be
Oh, what
one.
is this? What is
Oh,
this?
these two clowns.
Oh, it's Clutch
Oh,
Adams and
Clutch.
Dio Bando.
He just
Come
punched
on.
Carden right in the face.
No, this is too much, Paul.
Come on, we need some help out here. I was already in there with Sammy Chaos.
Yeah,
I'm not going in with
no,
these
me
guys.
either.
Yeah, where's everybody now?
We need some help out here.
Paul, go do something.
We need some officials. We need security. Where is it? Where's the security? This is assault.
Boy, Clutch is looking for something under the ring. Clutch,
This is not a sanctioned match. This is assault.
Like I said, Paul, Clutch not happy with the way things have been going these past few months for him.
oh, he's got a chair.
Jesus!
Well, you know what? Nolan ran him off with a chair before, and I guess turnaround Clutch is saying here.
No,
Oh, they're
come
gonna break
on.
his leg. They're gonna break his leg.
Come on. We need security. We need the state police out here. This is assault and battery.
Facade's trying to get up there.
Facade
Ninja.
fighting back. Manages to knock off Clutch there for a little bit.
Facade fighting back. Oh, boy, you
Nice!
meet in the middle, Dio Bando. And there he goes. And Nolan has the chair. Brian's out there.
No, this is why nobody wants to run this place. This is why Ruder needed a vacation.
Please, for the love of God, restore order.
I saw what you did. We promised everybody a title versus title match, and you two had to ruin it. I should suspend the both of you.
Suspend the both of
But
them.
if I
Do
see
it.
these
They hit
two,
Carden. That's the only
they
good thing.
wanna fight. You want to fight, right, Nolan? You want to fight, right, Facade? You want Nolan Pierce Clutch? You got him. September 14th, Triumph, Clutch Adams, Nolan Pierce for the TV title.
It's
You
official.
Bando, baby, you want your main event? You want your golden ticket? You have Facade for the PPW heavyweight title. September 14th at Triumph, our 11th anniversary. You want it, you got it.
Well, folks, you heard it
Hey,
here.
hold on 1 second. I have one more thing to add. If that little, you could beat me if you wanna, manager of yours sticks his 2 cents in, you're banned from PPW, and you have better watch because you've been tending on thin ice the last couple months. You just struck an official. You'll be gone if you keep him out of that match next month. You got your title match. You guys run around here just because Ruder's not here and Brian's in charge. We got it. September 14th. Do we got an agreement?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, we're doing it.
Where? Facade, September 14th, the PPW World Title comes to Dio World. It's mine! I'm the champion! I'm the king!
All right, folks, let's take a look at some of the action from this matchup. There's Facade with that spinning back kick. And now for that crazy 450 splash to the outside here. Oh my God, look at that. Facade does it like nobody else. He is your PPW heavyweight champion.
Incredible.
All right, folks, this has been PPW Conquest. My name's E. Julius Kuiper.
And
I'm joined by Johnny St. Clair. Paul Bo was with us. Juicy Justin Jackson. We were all here throwing it down. We'll see you next month. PPW 11th anniversary, September 14th. Tickets on sale now.
You covered it all, EJ. Thank you and good night.